I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
And now, your mama knows.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What are you, fucking nuts? You thought...
Subscribe to the most epic channel on YouTube for live streams every week. Daily videos. Subscribe. Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon.
What's going on, guys? I am back. It's the Cowboy King of Entertainment, and this is going to be nothing less than epic because the very first ever 2-day Summerslam just happened, and we got together last week, Monday, to do our predictions, and today is time for us to do our recap. So I know I screwed up a bunch of them, man. I got a lot right too, but besides that, it was very exciting. We had some cool stuff happen, so I'm dying to talk to Energy and Big Mike, and us just to kind of talk about what we thought was going to happen, what didn't happen, and all of that good stuff. So if you're new to the channel, I do gaming, vlogging, podcast, movie reviews, product reviews. I've been vlogging my life since 2011. Every birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day is on this channel. Even my honeymoon in Mexico, swimming with sharks, is on this channel. So with that being said, I'm gonna grab a chair. I hope you grab a chair, and let's get the show started. I want to be able to watch Raw on time, so let's do it now. Wow, what can I say? So I'm going to bring in none other than this guy. Needs no introduction, but if you want to know more about him, I did an interview with him. I actually met him a couple weeks ago. It's none other than the man, the myth, the legend. He used to wrestle himself. So getting some feedback from him on this topic of pro wrestling is nothing less than epic. So bringing in none other than Energy Crisis. Let's go. And he is our current We Wrestle Wednesday MVP, I guess, because the last 3 weeks in a row, he has won the most matches. So let's bring in Energy Crisis. Energy, what's up?
Hey. I gotta say, we'll get into the details, but there are times where I like to be wrong, and I was wrong a lot this weekend.
Me too, man. Me too.
Yeah, a good show this week. Good Lord.
It
I don't
was.
think-
Now, I'm not sure
I don't think
where
there was a
Mike
bad
is
match
at.
on the card.
I'm not sure where Mike is at. He told me, he said, you had one job. You never sent me the link. That was hours ago. And he had one job. And where is he? So my problem is WWE. So last week, I think somebody said, just go to WWE.com. So when I went to WWE.com, it was perfect. It showed all the pictures. I was able to scroll. Now I go, it just got the results, but they're like all jumbled up. So
Yeah.
I'll just try to
One thing that I did while the show was going on was I numbered the
Uh-huh.
matches. That way we knew, like, we could remember which order they came in, because I know there was so much that happened.
It was so much, yeah.
Yeah.
So what I will do is I'm going to just go to I'm looking at it right now, WWE.com. This is Saturday results. I'll go. What match was first? Wasn't it? It was Roman
and
right?
Jay
Yeah,
versus
Roman.
Braun. Yeah. You want me to go ahead and send you like the order of the matches? Just text it to you.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
But I'm gonna pull it up on the screen. They might have it in. Well, it actually didn't seem like it was in the right order, but
It might
here's
take me to type.
WWE.com. It's just I don't like that it's like you can't go to that same thing anymore.
It might take me a minute to type it all up, but I'll text you.
Now, don't worry about it. I'm sure our collective heads have put this together.
But like I said, I got them numbered. So
Okay. So, but coming in right now is my guy.
oh, did he get the link?
He is here, and it's just cool to have him around because we've been friends for a long time, and we did a lot together as far as our YouTube journey. I'm still YouTubing. He's still YouTubing. We watch a lot of movies and talk about them, and it's just great. And we even supposed to be doing a movie, but I haven't watched it yet, so my bad. But coming in right now is none other than Big Mike of One Mike Media. What's up, Mike? One job, huh? Hold up, the audio's off a little bit.
Oh, hold on. Let me see.
Sounds like maybe the mic is
Yeah.
having one of my issues, man. My computer just randomly select different mics sometimes. It drives me crazy.
That's exactly better, Mike. It's weird.
Drives me
Yeah.
crazy. And Huntress is in the building as well. Huntress, what is going on?
She's on a delay. I think she's watching on YouTube.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll grab her the headset.
And TPG is in the building. What's going on, TPG? Week SummerSlam, except the main event. We will get into it. You know what's hard for me, man, was my wife's cousin was here for the weekend, and she had her kids over and stuff, and you know, we was up late, and so we couldn't watch it. Both nights we couldn't watch it late at night, and we was up in, you know, middle of the night. Matter of fact, I don't even think my wife got to finish night 2. But it sucks because I ruined the surprise of night 1, the main event. I fell asleep, woke up like when it happened or after it happened. But anyway, I'm glad it all worked out. So let's wait for Mike. He should be back. You know, a lot of times you pop out, pop back in, that kind of fix it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop out real quick.
Speaking of your wife, where is Sandy?
She I don't think she just got her boss gave her a guinea pig cage, so she's kind of like transferring the guinea pigs to the new cage, and so she's doing that. But she also didn't watch all of night 2. Her cousins came to visit for the weekend, and she came with her 2 kids. And so, you know, staying up late with the kids. And then once they finally went to bed, we tried to watch the wrestling. And It was just a nightmare this weekend. It was rough, but we got through. Well, I got through it.
Yeah, I just texted
All right,
him.
Energy, I got your list. I just really want to make sure we got the right stuff on the screen. But let's bring Mike back in.
Yeah, am I any better now?
Second Newt's jacking the headset.
It still sounds a little low though.
I don't know why. I'm on the same microphone I'm always on.
It's almost as if it's using the wrong camera,
Anthony.
like as if it's using your laptop camera or something like that.
I texted you the match order.
Yeah, I got it. If you go to the bottom of the screen where it says mute, click on that little dot next to it and just see what camera it's using. At the very top, it say audio input microphone.
Yeah, no.
Every now and then, mine just choose the wrong camera for some strange reason. Like I think it just does it to drive me crazy. What's going on? Lion is in the building. John Cena is the GOAT. All right. To be fair, I didn't really watch night 2. Oh my god, dude, you always got some. Oh, almost knocked my phone up. You always got some like crazy opinion, or not crazy, but real stern opinion or something, and then you be like, "Well, I really didn't watch it."
Sounds like somebody else we know.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm talking about something else.
I'm trying to figure this out.
Oh, yeah, you go right there.
Oh, I'm good now?
Yeah.
All right, bet. We'll go with that then.
You sound great.
Yeah, I'm on my headset, not the microphone, whatever.
Yeah, much better.
Right.
Okay. Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah.
All right, so I was saying to him, Energy, that when you go on WWE.com, it just don't have the picture anymore. Now I got like videos, and it's like not as good as it was before.
Yeah,
it's like, and it's like they got rid of it. It's like, why? So I guess they just say, hey, we scrapped that because it's
moving
results.
on. Yeah.
Anyway, so let's get into it so we can try to make sure we watch Raw tonight.
Yeah.
So first match, let me see if I just want to get this on here where it looks. Okay, so SummerSlam match 2. You know what? I just put it right here. So Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Didn't think this was going to be the first match, but that was definitely a good opener. Me personally, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was what it was. You know, I didn't think it did anything. I thought this match, you got the 4 people. This is what you're going to get. Hey, you want to sit down on this?
Hey, Sandy.
Looking like, what are you taking out of my room? Oh, Josie's bed. Okay. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, I felt like the match, she's gonna come here, but I feel like the match was it was decent. It was good. I didn't have any issues with it. I'm trying to remember if it bothered. Like I feel like that match was what it was, right? It wasn't a bad match by far for me. I enjoyed it, and you know, I definitely thought the people that was gonna win because it made sense. That great pop that Roman got, I felt like, yeah, it did great for Braun and them, but it just felt like it was better for Roman, not really Jey. So, but what about you, Energy?
I've noticed that they've had Jey opening a lot of shows lately. It makes sense. He does get the crowd hyped up. This match, weird seeing Roman open the show though, but the match itself, man, from the entrances, I mean, I'm one of the few times Michael Cole actually had me laughing when he was talking about Bronson Reed's the tribal thief, and he was walking to the ring with the Shulafala.
The Shulafala, that actually was pretty funny.
That had me going. That got me.
Yeah.
The match itself, man,
and the tribal thief was funny.
Yeah. He said that.
Man, I'm with that. I think they should keep the Shulafala. That should be Bronson's thing. He should be taking everybody's shoes. He should leave them all laying in the ring, and just he should have like a whole like wreath full of shoes.
Yeah, my wife said she's seen something that said he's big into shoes and he got over 250 shoes.
Oh yeah, he should start collecting them then. That should be his thing.
Yeah.
The match itself, man, there was a couple of times where like everybody except for Braun Breaker did a crazy dive at some point. I think Bronson Reed damn near wiped out on a suicide dive.
Yeah,
Roman Reigns
like,
overshot the hell out of a suicide dive, and then Jay from his top rope dive. I was scared for a second because before they showed the little replay, it looked like he came down like this on Roman. I was scared for Roman for a second, but Roman turned at the last second. So
yeah, yep.
But man, yeah, it was a good little opening match, like you said. But do you want me to go through the results on the as we go through it, say who got it right after everybody gives their hot take, and then at the end of the night one, say who got how many right?
No, because I think we gotta wait too long, right? And then I feel like that's gonna extend the show too. So I feel like if you want to actually say it before I go first next time, right? So let's say you just say, and this was the results, and then I say what speak in, and I can touch on what I thought, and then you go, and it might go, right?
Okay, so
you go, because if we do it after the fact, then it's gonna add a whole extra segment.
I got you. Yeah, well, in this particular match, you and Sandy was the only two to predict right.
Okay. Roman versus Roman.
Yeah, so I enjoyed the match. I figured. Oh, she's still talking. I'm sorry, I didn't hear her talking. Who's talking? Never mind. I thought I heard something. I felt like it was either gonna go first or last, and it's Gunther and Punk were gonna be last for the championship. It made sense to go first. I think anywhere in the middle is not for Roman. You either got to start the show or end the show. I was surprised with the result, but it was a good match. Roman actually did a lot more wrestling than he has done in a while, I thought.
Yep.
I thought it was great for Jay because Jay gets blown up when he's not in the tag team match. So I thought that was good. I'm sad that Braun got hurt on that dive he did or whatever a little bit. So hopefully he's not too hurt. And Bronson Reed was good. So all in all, was a good match. The spot where Jay got the pin, I was surprised about that too, and not Roman, but I thought that was good. And
how about Roman taking the bullet?
Yeah, Roman taking the bullet was good too.
Yeah.
The thing with Roman is that you don't know if he's coming back tonight or if we'll see him in 2 months. So it's hard to really know about Roman, but for a match, it was a good match. I'll say it like that. So.
Yeah. Is Huntress coming back for this part?
Yeah, she's putting Newt in a costume.
All right, Sandy, what was your thoughts of this match?
I liked it. I mean, I said Roman and Jay should win. I'm happy that they did win. I think together they were really good. Like, they ran off of each other really well. And I think Roman letting Jay get the pin, like you said before, like that was really important. I feel like that kind of gave Jay an extra boost from his cousin. And all in all, it was a good match. I mean, everybody fought really well. I didn't know Braun got hurt, but hopefully he's not too bad.
Yeah, there was some fan footage of him being assisted backstage. He was limping pretty bad.
He had a big white thing on his leg.
Yeah, when he came back out. If you actually watch the match, you can see where he starts to limp after it happened, and then I guess the adrenaline let him finish the match a little bit.
Yeah, adrenaline's a funny thing like that.
Yeah.
You want to give your hot take on this one?
As we're waiting for Huntress, let me see what TPG is saying.
Oh yeah, she didn't get to see that match.
Okay. He said, by the way, Gunther. Hey, listen. TPG, let's just stay on the matches or whatever, and we'll go little by little.
Yeah, one at a time.
Yeah, one at a time, man. I think the hype for Jay has died.
I don't agree.
I doubt that. No, I would disagree with that.
Still kind of high. I think Team Braun should have won. Let me see. Roman only shows up for the big shows part-time OTC. So over him. I got you. And Huntress, you said you didn't see this match?
No, she came in. She got home from work right as Tiffany J was starting.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was rough.
No, I
for
didn't
us.
see this.
We didn't start the night to so late because her cousins was here, and so little kids, they want to stay up late, and they're on vacation, and I'm talking about the first night. I finished it well, I think like 3:40 in the morning. The second night, I finished it like 5 in the morning. It was like burning the candlestick, man. But anyway, we got it. But you didn't finish night 2, right? Oh, you did? Cool. So you see what happened. All right, cool. So anyway, let's move on. So I'll pull this up that Energy sent me so I can make sure I'm on it. All right, so Alexa and Charlotte was next. Okay, cool. They got it. All right. So Alexa and Charlotte.
Yeah, this one.
I was shocked.
Mike,
you want to go? You want to tell us who won what?
Yeah, Mike, Sandy, and Huntress all predicted correct on this one.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just thought the Judgment Day should have kept all the titles, and so but the match itself, I thought they did a good job. They just really I mean, the whole thing right now is Charlotte's chemistry with Alexa, and it's pretty good. They got a good little thing going. I think it's good for Charlotte not to be at the top, like the women's division. So this tag team, kind of pull her to the side a little bit, and let her kind of bring her down a little bit, and show this little different vibe of her, the best friends slapping each other, and obviously I feel like it's going to build up to them facing each other. But for right now, I like it, and I feel like hopefully it can have a good little run. But it was a good match for me. I feel like everybody did good spots. Everybody had a good, it didn't blow me away, but I thought it was a pretty good match.
I thought this was a great second match. This is probably the first time I've actually been a fan of Charlotte. I love the chemistry of her and Alexa together. They're playing really well off of each other. They look like they're having fun, and it makes Charlotte come off as more genuine, more human.
Yep.
The match itself, I love the little tease that they did. It was kind of part tease, like Charlotte was about to turn, but part callback to whenever Bray Wyatt had hit the Sister Abigail and then called a shot, and Roman hit the spear as he was doing I like that little callback. Yeah, good little solid match. I'm with you. I think the Judgment Day should have retained just a little bit longer, just to kind of play into the we're doing fine without Liv thing. But yeah, this one could have gone either way, and I would have been happy with it.
Yeah, I still got a feeling, like I said in the preview show, Judgment Day will get the titles back at some point. Probably planning on that feud you'll probably have with Alexa and Charlotte at some point. But I am loving Charlotte and Alexa right now. I've never been a Charlotte fan, but I'm liking her now. I like this kind of, I don't have to be at the top attitude she's got to just be a wrestler. Alexa's really good in the ring. I think Roxanne's getting better and better. I like that Raquel is like being like a big woman, like being dominant out there, and I like that aspect of her.
Taking Kevin Nash's advice.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that she could be, get even better on her own eventually, Raquel. But when it first came out from NXT, she was all smiling and stuff. That wasn't good for her. I like this Raquel better. But yeah, decent match. I don't thought it was nothing great, but it was a good winner for me. So.
Yeah, good.
And something else I wanted to throw in there too, just out of my daughter, she's not a huge wrestling fan. She loves Alexa Bliss and a couple of other people, but she was in her room, and I texted her a screenshot of Alexa and Charlotte, and I said, and new women's tag team champions. Keep in mind, not a wrestling fan. She texted me back, Alexa and Charlotte, woo, I was right. Proud dad moment.
That's pretty cool. Woo! Sandy?
I'm not a Charlotte fan, but I like Alexa Bliss and Charlotte together. Like, I like that they're not putting Charlotte like, oh, she's got to be top of everything, because that's what they usually do. Mm-hmm. So I feel like they're kind of bringing her down to, like, show that she is kind of normal. Like, she don't have to always be the top star. She can kind of join up with somebody else and still do a really good job. I mean, she's good in the ring. It's not that I don't like the way she wrestles. I just don't like her character always being the number one star. So I feel like her and Alexa is a good mix-up, and I'm actually liking it. I think the match wasn't, like you said, it wasn't spectacular, but I think they all did their part to, like, give you a good show. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. What about you, Huntress?
I would like to point out I've missed this match, but I did call the finish.
Okay.
I said it was going to be a Sister Abigail that ended it, and it was.
That's true. She did. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, she did say that.
Good stuff. Look a little new.
My guy Luke in the background.
Walking around. All right. You guys ready to move on to I don't know if Energy want to go over this or not, but Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I was the only one wrong about this one.
Yep.
Really? That's shocking.
My prediction was more of a kind of a hopeful thing because I know Karrion's contract is coming up soon, and I'm worried he's going to get released. I know there's a pretty big contingent of people thinking the same thing.
I won't be worried. He is getting released.
But I will. But if y'all didn't watch the post show though, both nights when Triple H was out there on the panel, there was a pretty big group of people chanting, "We want Cross."
You know what?
They chant, "Oh, we want our truth," and they don't chant that no more anymore. So it's the fickle fans, man. That's what they do.
I like Karrion's character, man. I think they can do a lot more with it, and I think that they've kind of.
It's unfortunately the writing just isn't.
It's not.
You know what? I hear what you're saying, where you feel like his hands is on the pies. They don't make you feel that. You feel it because you're following him so deeply. That person on the outside just be like, "Yo, he's doing nothing." And you're like, "What do you mean? He mentioned this, he mentioned that." Well, y'all gonna make him like mention it more.
The crazy thing is he's doing so much outside to promote himself, and it's like he's doing more to book himself than the booking team is. Like,
and the problem with that is that's only working for the smart fans. That's only like the people who follow all that stuff, and that don't work. What that doesn't work well is on TV,
which is crazy because now everybody's a smart fan with Unreal coming out, and it's wild to me that that they don't use him more.
Yeah, but so I'll go into it. This was exactly what I thought. I mean, listen, they had a good match, but it didn't make sense for Sami to lose to me, and so unfortunately, I definitely hear what you're saying. My friend Franco, Mike's been talking to him in our wrestling chat. He loves Karrion Kross. Met him in person. Blah blah blah. Only call him Killer Kross. But unfortunately, WWE don't put him out like that. So, but you know what? I feel like, listen, Sami does have a future, and this is what Sami needs for him to go in the right direction. So, unfortunately, this was just best for business for Sami. So.
Best for business, I'll agree with. The storytelling, it did make sense for Sami to win this match. Like I said, me picking Karrion was kind of a fantasy thing in my head. I will say that I think they can actually push both of these guys now off of this finish if they do it right. Hopefully, Karrion does get a contract extension. And during the match itself, there was one of those Doomsday Saitos that Karrion hit. I was kind of worried for Sami for a minute because it looked like he landed right on his head and Karrion landed on top of his head. But good on Sami for bouncing back. I'm happy they were able to finish the match. And there's a few times during this show that some people took some crazy bumps and like had me going, ooh. And thankfully, nobody got really seriously hurt. Yeah.
So I let y'all talk in the beginning. Yeah, I think they have been giving him a chance. I feel like that, he's been on 2 PLEs and Raw. He had a lot of things the last few weeks, so he's taken up spots on these shows. Honestly, this match right here, like how the match played out, it could have been a Raw match. Like I would have took this from SummerSlam. Honestly, like for me, the match was, I know he gets over with the crowd, and like you said, Anthony, probably because what he did online or whatever. I don't know. I don't care. But in the actual ring, he's boring, bro. I'm sorry to say it. Like his matches don't do anything for me. The fact that Sami won clean, didn't use the pipe, won haluva kick, that tells me how they feel about Karrion Kross right there. I just feel like on a PLE, I could have probably used the bathroom if I was like at the show during this match. They came back and I would have felt totally fine. I missed this match. And, that's not usual. So for me, I picked it right. I said Sami. Also, I don't want to spoil it, but I feel like Sami needed to win because I feel like the current champion on Raw needs more people to fight. So Sami needs to have that win. But for me, the right person won.
What about you, Sandy?
Listen, Sammy Uso, man. You know what I'm saying? He held that bloodline together. He's entertaining. I like him. I've always been a fan of Sammy, so I already, you already knew what my choice was. But Karrion Kross, if they're not going to do something with him now, then he's just going to continue to be the boring character they have him as. So I just feel like he's just not there because they're not pushing him enough. So I felt like Sammy deserved the win because he's kind of boring.
Real quick, I think the worst thing about his storyline is he acknowledged that he lost and like smiled as if it's cool. He's like, I'm getting to him. I'm like, bro, you just got dumped on your head and lost. Every time he loses to somebody, he's like, trust me, I'm getting there. I'm like, so
when you getting there?
So you wanted to lose?
Yeah,
like that was part of the plan. And I think the thing is, I guess I see it's supposed to be like this mastermind thing to turn them bad. One, you ain't turned nobody bad. And then two, everybody beat you. So it's like,
what do you mean he didn't turn nobody bad? Shinsuke, AJ, Drew McIntyre? Come on,
man. He was not the result of them turning bad.
Especially not Drew. Stop it. Like, that's ridiculous.
And if it was, that's poor writing because we didn't know. You must have been the only one with the script.
And AJ not bad right now. So what are you talking about?
No, he turned back. I mean, just because he turned doesn't mean he can't turn again. Look at the Big Show.
Come on, man.
No, that's true. What about you, Huntress?
She said she didn't watch this one either.
Nah,
gotcha. She didn't want to watch this one.
She probably was home already, but you know what?
Let me get to the chat real quick. Let me see. TPG said, I wish Alexa was doing her goddess gimmick. This version I love, but it feels like she is lost. I think she's. I think I like where she's going. No one listens to me. I promise. I said it. All right, we're not gonna read that yet. We're not there yet. Calm down, man. But he said, "What's up, Cowboy? What's going on, Cowgirl? Energy, fam, Big Mike. What's going on? Obi, we're just going down in order. I just let me see. I just want to
no.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of stupid because Cardi B literally just opened. And remember they used to have like people supposed to be the host. They'll be in the middle, like the beginning of the show, the middle of the show, and at the end.
I feel like you never see her again.
Yeah, you didn't.
That's fine by me, though. I'm not a big Cardi B fan. Let her open the show and let her shut her down.
On about her being the host, at least I would like to see her host. You know what I mean?
So somebody said on night 2, whenever Triple H came out to open the show, they were like, "Damn, Cardi B went through a change overnight, didn't she?"
And then TPG said, spots that Aleister Black. Oh yeah, we're not there yet. Oh wait, he's saying something about Karrion Kross. Oh, spots that Aleister Black should have. Sorry, Karen, or sorry, Kross is not that guy. Yeah. And then he said, my bad. No, not a problem. We just wanted to go in order so we could kind of get through this because we all want to make sure we watch Raw. She walked out down the ramp, and that was it. Cardi.
That was it.
All right, so we got Jade.
And we were all wrong about this match, which before we get into that match, there was a marketing miss I got to call out because, you know, the little commercials that play. There was a makeup commercial that played right before this match, and they were talking through that whole commercial about legendary lashes, and they had 4 WWE wrestlers promoting this makeup, and not a damn one of them was Lash Legend. That's just a marketing. You dropped the ball. Got to call you out.
Well, unfortunately, the people who watched the trailer, they're like, "Who the hell is that?"
Correct.
So,
her name is Lash Legend, and you ain't gonna have her in a commercial about your legendary lashes.
The bigger picture is to market. You got to have big enough people to market. You don't market. It's like when they come out with these big movies and they choose like a big star. That's you know they're gonna make a lot of money because you know the star. I like Lashes too. I'm just saying that was like a trailer. You know, for I mean, I get it. Trust me, her name is Lash Legend. But unfortunately, if we're talking about marketing, you have the people that can market. You know?
They dropped the ball, damn it.
That's just marketing 101. Now, for her, yeah, that would have been cool if she got in there, but I don't think that's how marketing goes.
And they could have used her as like new generation and old generation because Nikki Bella was one of those 4 people too. So I mean, they could have threw her in there. It could have worked. They had the people for it.
I mean, yeah, maybe people would be like, "Who is she?" You know,
they dropped the damn ball.
Get her out there more.
All right, they dropped the ball. Who are we on? Jade and
All right, we're on Jade, and it's Tiffy time.
And we were all wrong.
Man, I thought Jay was gonna win. So and yeah, we all was, and I feel bad. It's my fault. I was the one going on and on about this. Y'all probably was like, you know what? So
it makes sense.
It did.
It did make sense. I felt it.
Yeah. Now I just hope they do something extra with Tiffany, right? She has moves.
I mean,
Listen, if they just make her a heel, it'll work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but she, yeah, I think like Mike said before, she had a lackluster run, and but you know what, the match was good. I feel like they had a good match. It wasn't the longest match, but it was what it needed to be, minus Jade losing. So I don't have much to say. I just think Jade did a great job. She did a great job. I was entertained by it. Just was shocked that Jade didn't win, but
it was a short match too. Which
Yeah,
it kind of
they were
needed to be because, like, the longer it goes, you're going to expose both of these women for their inexperience. But this one, Tiffany, like you said, when she was a heel, the fans were getting behind her, and when they turned her baby face, it's kind of like she fell off. Like, let her keep being who she is. Let her be that stuck-up little mean girl. And if the fans want to get behind her, it's cool. The fans are going to cheer heels anyway. Look at the Wyatt Six. They're still cheering for them, even though they're clearly heels right now. Naomi's character shift is the best thing that's happened to her in years. Newt can't type on the keyboard. Sorry. Yeah, the fans are going to cheer heels. Just because they're cheering them doesn't mean you have to turn them babyface. Just let Tiffany be a heel. Let her do her thing. Let her evolve naturally, and see where it goes from there. But yeah, I agree. Turn her heel again.
I thought the short match was good for both of them, especially Jade. Jade pulled out some moves she haven't pulled off before. I think I learned that maybe let Jade do different power moves in a short match. I don't think she's good to go over like 15 minutes, and it works out better for her. She still had a botch or two, but that's Jade, whatever. But I think that was good. Tiffany, I think she wrestles lazy sometimes, because in this match she pulled out more stuff than I seen her do. Like, normally she does a couple things, but she pulled a Hurricanrana, that top rope move to set up the finish. I don't really see her do none of that stuff. At first I was with the heel for Tiffany, but I'm more with the heel for Jade. I think she should be this like big, powerful woman heel beating up chicks. And also I feel like even though I think Tiffany still got a bigger pop than Jade. So I think Tiffany should stay face. Also, SmackDown needs heels, because the biggest heel on SmackDown is Nia Jax, and she's down in NXT fighting Last Legend right now. They don't really have any good heels on SmackDown. So I feel like Jade should switch, and I feel like Tiffany should they should have Jade go real full heel on Tiffany because she lost, and then it'll make Tiffany a better baby face, I feel like.
Now, do you think, when you say she should be the big girl beating people up, do you think she should do a full Goldberg, like just dumping people, or no?
Well, Goldberg was the face the whole time. That's the only difference, though. But
I'm just saying.
But yeah, like full like mid 2010s Brock Lesnar, like beating people up and stuff like that, because she's bigger and stronger and having like short matches. You know what I mean? And just like taking them out. But I feel like right now she could like beat up Tiffany in the back, beat her up real bad, and go like full heel right now, and they can have like a more. This was a face versus face supposedly, right? But I think Jade should be the heel. And again, SmackDown actually needs heels, so that's how.
Maybe it's time for them to make Nikki Cross do something.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I do understand that, but that's another one. But like, who's the other heels in SmackDown right now? Like, it's weird. So
yeah. What about you, Sandy?
I don't really thought Jade was gonna win, because I thought they were trying to like build her up and push her to that point. But I agree with Mike. I feel like, you know, they just weren't ready to do that for her yet. Just make her beat up everybody, man. Just make her use her strength and like just bully everybody. Like, get in there, just have them short matches, like he said, and just tear people up. And just build her up that way. Make her be like the best heel right now. Because like he said, there really isn't many of them. So I definitely agree with what he's saying. As far as Tiffy, she's all right in the ring. She's not my favorite.
No, it's not my favorite.
But I think she's semi-entertaining, but sometimes she's kind of boring. And the whole like snobby like routine is kind of like, it's getting old. But I know a lot of people like her, so I guess they chose the right person.
You know why it's getting old? Because she's supposed to be a good guy. It like don't fit.
But isn't like that chick taking that gimmick now, and the Kiana chick? That's what
Kiana James.
Yeah, the whole snobby.
She's with Julia.
Yeah, so I
don't know. I don't watch NXT, but I haven't seen enough. She's just the chick with the clipboard for me so far.
Okay, I got
so
you.
I need to see, because I don't. Yeah. What about you, Huntress?
Yeah, she did watch this match.
Yeah, I watched this one. I went for Jade simply because so many people are questioning whether or not Jade can do this without Bianca. They missed a golden opportunity to shut down a whole lot of haters. Tiffy gives me mean girl vibes. Like, she wants to be good, but she's mean girl, so she's kind of in between. I don't really think they know where to take her character best fit for her. But I do hope she keeps the belt for a little bit. It's good to see a smaller girl have that belt. But they need to do something with Jade because too many people are losing interest in her, saying she can't do this without Bianca.
Right.
If they follow my booking with Jade, they'll be good.
You know what's funny? Tiffany's I don't see her as a small girl. She's kind of thick. Like that's she got some thick thighs. She's kind of like a sturdy farm girl chick.
Yeah, but she's not.
I mean, short.
She's not super tall, but I feel like she's not a small girl.
Yeah, she's not petite like an AJ Lee or something like that. Like.
All right, let me go to the chat real quick. Let me see.
Is Obi talking about Tiffany's his chick?
Yeah, or the TPG. He said Tiffy looked good in this match. Mad respect. Sorry, Jade. The storm is over. He said, "Bro, you crazy? Bro, you big crazy." Tiffy had that whole time. Tiffy is that chick.
Wow.
He said, "Wait, Cowboy, you hating on Tiffy? Who hates on Tiffy time? It's like, damn, time, but Tiffy time. Nah, I'm not hating on her.
Oh, it's not chick.
Is it what, Dame time? Okay, wow. She's all right. I like her moves, all the flipping and all that. Tiffy is my girl. Love home girl. Honestly, it's her finisher. Her finisher is dope. Her finisher is actually the most beautiful moonsault that I've ever seen. Her finisher is simple, to me, simple but elegant, effective, and epic. He said, also, I'm not a Jade fan, not really at all. Like, a storm is coming. Okay, let me get my umbrella. He said, Mike said it. She should be KOing people left and right, and Jade ain't it. He said, Jade needs Naomi attitude. Then she would be bad, in my opinion. All right.
They need to have two Naomis, though. Who needs two Naomis?
Let's see. So we got Logan Paul. So let's go to this match. So we got Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, and Jelly Roll and Randy Orton.
The only match of the first night I called.
Yeah, I thought they was gonna win. I thought Jelly Roll and them was gonna win. Like me and Mike said, it was gonna be the big spot for the pop star coming out. The cool thing is that Drew made it, so that's cool. But I thought the match was good. I just feel like the conception of the match is just bad, like Jelly Roll really. So maybe it makes sense for them to lose, because when you think of it, like you're gonna really have Jelly Roll win over two wrestlers, but it's like, well, Logan just started wrestling, but he's been wrestling for like 3 years now, and he's good. So he is a wrestler now. So I thought the match was good. I thought Jelly Roll had some good spots. He does that black hole slam pretty good. I thought it was, for him being like, a star having a wrestling match, it's probably could have been one of the best stars having a wrestling match, especially for his physique too. So I was impressed by the match. I thought it was good. I thought it was cool to keep him not tagging in Randy for a long time. That was, psychology you should have. They was beating the heck out of him. He was taking it, man. It looked like he was getting hit with some shots, and he was taking it. So in the end, maybe that's what should have happened. I just thought, I guess it made sense for the star to not lose. But it is what it is. What's up, Goon Squad? So, What about you, Energy?
So I know a lot of y'all don't watch the pre-shows and the post-shows and all that, but in this particular match, this is where I'm really happy that I caught the pre-show because it did a lot of a lot of people see the match and they think, okay, yeah, it was a good match, whatever. It is what it is. It was good for what it was, blah blah blah, whatever. But they did a lot of work in showing Jerry Roll's journey to get prepared for this match. This man has been busting his ass in the performance, and he moved to Orlando so he could work in the performance center for the last like year and a half. He's getting praise from even the Undertaker, showing his work ethic. Triple H is talking about how he'll get in there for 8, 10, 12 hours a day, bust his ass in the ring. And he's humble enough that when he rolls out of the ring, he'll grab a broom and dustpan and start sweeping the arena and start sweeping the ring, showing respect for the business. So it's like, it's not that he's a celebrity coming in to do celebrity things. He actually wants to add value to the story that's being told and add value to the product. So kudos to Jelly for that one. And and something else that if you can't get inspired by this and you're just a heartless goon, I see you in the chat. This man, with the work that he's been putting in, he had a goal that by the time he walked out on stage, he wanted to be under 300 pounds. He hit 299. That's the first time since this man was in 5th grade that he's been under 300 pounds. So kudos to you, Jelly. Good work, man. Keep on at it. I can't say much about it, dude. The dude busted his ass. He hit his goal, and he wants to keep at it. So, I mean, if he's willing to put in the work, I'm willing to see it. I want to see the journey. The match itself, I think all 3 other people involved did a really good job of working around Jelly. For those of you in the know, you'll know what I'm talking about. William Regal used to do it all the time. He would work around his opponent and make it look like their opponent was kicking his ass. All 4 people did a really good job working around Jelly and his limitations, and they made this a very entertaining match. The story was there. That frog splash, as much as I hate Logan Paul, that frog splash was freaking beautiful. But like I said, Jelly is just that guy. I felt like he was humble enough that he could come in, he could do the match, and he would be man enough to take the L, and not want to be like the unstoppable badass that most celebrities want to be. But yeah, I mean, I really, really, really enjoyed this match.
Yeah, I agree with Energy on everything about Jelly Roll. I think he did work hard. I like that he took the splash on the outside through the table. That's hard for regular wrestlers to do. And the height that Logan gets is crazy on that. So like, and I wish Logan was full time. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, he's a great heel. He's athletic. He can do it all, and he sold for Jelly, and so did Drew. So I thought that was good.
Hi.
I thought that Randy had like a night off, but I feel good for Randy because he's old. He ain't had to do much at all. He was like, "Yo, I got paid to come to SummerSlam and do this." He probably was happy as hell. But it was pretty easy for him. Even Jelly Roll took the pin and everything. So Randy was like chilling pretty much. But yeah, for what it was, good. I think they're gonna set up for another match between Jelly Roll and Logan down the line. So that's why I think he actually lost. I think he'll win later on, maybe at WrestleMania. But for what it was a good little celebrity match for SummerSlam on his first 2-night event.
Good. Sandy?
I like Jelly Roll. I didn't know all the extra stuff. Like, I've seen clips of him working in the ring to get prepared and stuff, but I didn't know that he actually moves and all that stuff. So that was cool to find out. I think he did a good job. Like you said, for a man of his size and his stature and stuff, like, I think he moved well and did what he could do. And I think that Logan Paul is great in the ring. I'm not a big Logan Paul fan, but I've never denied, like, he's very athletic. And like you said, he does have like that heel like kind of going on that's working for him. So I feel like all in all, it was a good match. I would have liked to see Randy and Jelly win because I thought that's where it was going to go. But ultimately, I get where they were going, where it made more sense to have the 2 wrestlers win, actual wrestlers. Randy didn't have to do much because it was more kind of focusing on Jelly being in that match. So I feel like he gave more of the spotlight to Jelly like he should have because, this was kind of like his big, like, oh my God, I'm in a real match on SummerSlam. You know what I mean? Like, let him get that, like, extra appeal out there and stuff. So But Randy still got it, Mike. I don't know if you're talking about calling him old.
I mean, he is old, but he's not as good as he used to be. But he can still wrestle. But I'm happy he got the night off. Like, he does so much for the industry, so he deserves an easy night. I'm cool with that. So.
What about you, Huntress?
I love that Jelly gave the crowd the Logan is an outsider signs, because Logan was an outsider when he started. He started exactly the same way Jelly did, and he's given Jelly hell for it. I thought the match itself was a good way to give some of their bigger names a break while still having them involved in SummerSlam, because this match didn't need to be high intensity. It didn't need to have a lot of laser focus like a lot of your big matches do. But you still had Randy Orton, you had Drew McIntyre. As much as I hate him, you had Logan Paul. It was still a good match, but it was a good way to give them a break while still having them involved.
That's great. You know what's crazy? I love when people hate Logan Paul, because I think, to Mike's point, right? I like him because, one, who else could you get outside of WWE that's recognizable, right, to a lot of people and athletic? But when he's on the mic and the stuff he's saying, everything is true. He's like, bro, I make more than you. I like all the his trash talking hits different. Now, he don't sound like a wrestler when he trash talks, but he sounds like what he done outside of wrestling. And it's so cool that he can literally be that. It's like as if he's the Miz, but for real. Like how the Miz on the A-lister, and it's like, bro, if you don't get out of here with the Marine movies and all that. But Logan got this super successful podcast. Like, he literally, everything he does, like, he literally did go toe-to-toe with Mayweather, didn't get knocked out, made it to the end. Like he literally has legit, like, accolades that he throws in your face and is real. And he can handle himself well for, you know, in the ring, right? So it's like, imagine when he catch on to, like, you're gonna be like, oh, he's one of the best wrestlers, right? You're gonna be like, and then he got the trash talk. I think he's gonna be something.
I think
you know,
he's a really good wrestler. Like I said,
I do too. And he always got the craziest spots on like every PLE, bro. Like he's not scared at all. Like, he's definitely got that,
at
like,
all.
yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
I've seen, not to go on him too much, but I seen his podcast when he was like, Undertaker told him, don't be doing those crazy jumps. And when he did it, he got hurt, and he was like, oh, I'm doing this again. I was like, oh, wow. Like, he was like, nah, I'm doing this again. Yeah. Like, and I'm doing it even better. But anyway.
See, I didn't like Logan before he started wrestling. But the thing is, like Bubba Ray keeps saying on LFG, this sport is ultimately about selling tickets. You're going to pay to watch Logan in that ring, even if you don't like him, because you want to see him get beat. So either way, he's perfect for what the company needs.
Oh, yeah. He's bringing it here.
I agree. They don't have his prime on the sheets on the mats no more, but
I think it was
outside.
I think it was a 1-year deal, though. I think that's why I think the deal.
Okay, gotcha.
Logan is a natural heel.
So Goon, I'm not gonna go into the one thing you said, but we'll definitely get to some stuff you said. I know you said Jelly Roll was ASS, but Obi said, let me see, why did this match even happen? I agree with Goon, and TPG said Logan Paul has won me over because goddamn he puts in work and will always be Drew fan. He'll always be a fan of Drew. Let me see. He said, yeah. Obi said, yeah. I will say that was dope. He hit his goal, but as a wrestler, as a wrestling match, come on, where was LA Knight? Yeah, better yet, Triple H doing my man Theory dirty, but nah, let's have Jelly. I just think that Jelly played a part being the outside famous star. That's all.
I thought
got some different eyes.
Theory was out.
Yeah, I think Theory is out. He's injured, right? Yeah, somebody just said that. Yeah, so there. Thank you, Energy. That's another reason I'm pissed. They let the second greatest wrestler lose that came on that.
Look, come on, man. That's the end. I think.
Come on, man. And then he said, wait, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Let me say, Ogun, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Let me see. Thank you very much, Energy. Let me see. Me and my buddy's been talking about that. All right. And the TPG said, you could say a lot about Logan, but you can't call him lazy. That is true.
Logan is young and smart and just has drive. Like everything he does, he makes sure he goes all the way. Like I'll give him that.
You know,
he's young as hell and's got so much money because he just works every day.
And it made sense to put him with Drew McIntyre because, like Cowboy was talking about, he's coming out here. He's detestable. Yes, he's an irritating little douchebag, but he's telling the truth. And the fact that he's telling the truth irritates people because this little douchebag shouldn't be as successful as he is. But the fact that he is so successful, it gets under your skin that much more. And Drew McIntyre does the same thing. He comes out here and he tells you the truth that you don't want to hear, and you want to hate him for it. But I mean, it is what it is. But one thing I want to say too is two things the commentary team kind of pointed out there that need to be official moves in Jelly Roll's moveset is the jelly to belly suplex and the black roll slam too. I know. Yeah, Wade Barrett and Michael had me kind of laughing my ass off through this whole show.
All right, so let's go into it. Final match of the night. Oh, there go that spot y'all talking about.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh damn, I was the only one that got it wrong. Okay.
Here we go. Gunther versus CM Punk. Which say, Jay, you was the only person that got
this? Yeah, as far as the match itself, I was the only person to get it wrong, but that's because I was fully convinced that Seth was actually injured. I didn't think they would actually do the cash in. But yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So let's get to it. One, I'm mad at my wife, so let's just put that out there on live TV. So, her cousins was here, and they got her little cousins is 10 and 12, and they were staying up late, and let them rock out, right? Let them rock out. We'll watch the pay-per-view after. So we started the pay-per-view damn near midnight. And
wow.
And it's getting late, and Sandy, I keep looking, she's dozing off. I'm like, yo, I said, Sandy, let's just stop in and watch it tomorrow. No, I'm awake. So I'm like, all right, trying to watch it, look over. Sandy, let's just start off. No, I'm awake. So I'm like, all right, we're going to watch it. I get to this match, and I fall asleep, and I just wake up, and I see Seth out there with the belt. I'm like, yeah. and we could have just stopped it, and I would have watched it in the morning.
Right.
And mind you, she fell asleep, so she didn't even get it ruined for her. I was even more mad when I thought she was up, so she, Anyway, so.
Let me ask you a question. Did you ruin it for her, or did you let her find out on her own?
No, I wouldn't do that to her, yeah. Okay. Sometimes, when stuff get ruined for me, I live through, her, I vicariously live through her excitement. I'd be like, yeah, I seen something. And she'd be like, oh, you did? I didn't see nothing. And then we would watch stuff. She'd be like, oh, and I'm like, that's what I wanted. But okay. You can have it. Anyway, but, man, you know what? I thought this was a good match. I still think CM Punk is running at 50% of what he used to be. And I think that made Gunther run lower as well. I don't feel like Gunther put out his regular performance. He was more slow. But I feel like the match was what it should be. I didn't have a problem with the finish. I think when we was talking in the wrestling chat, and I feel like Energy, you should be in that chat because we have some real good wrestling. We just talk about wrestling. And it's on Instagram, so I don't know if you got Instagram, but if you do,
I might.
Okay.
If not, I might try to download it just to see if I can get involved in that.
Yeah, it's like we legit just talking about and my one friend go to all indie events and stuff, and he met Karrion Kross. You were really I feel like when he's talking, sometimes I hear you talking. But anyways, I thought the match was good. I thought hitting him with a GTS. And then him being dizzy was all right. I know you guys in the chat was saying something about the blood getting in his eyes. I feel like they needed something to make Gunther. I mean, yeah, they could have just made him get hit with a GTS. But I was okay with the blood getting in his eyes, and he couldn't really see for a little bit. I just feel like the end result needed to be what it was. Personally, I would have loved Punk to keep his belt for at least 4 or 5 months. See what happens with Punk with a run. And even though Seth is my top wrestler at the moment, my top favorite wrestler, it did kind of suck, you know. But if anybody did that to him, it made sense to be Seth because they have that beef. So the whole match worked for me. You know what I would like the wrestling be a little bit better, but it you know I feel like it is what it. I'm a realist, and I feel like it was great for what it was with the two people involved. And then the cash in was crazy. Let's say this. Man, I don't like how they played me out like that, man. They played me because I really thought it was real. Seth, like, yeah, you know, my body, I could just tell, like, you know, I didn't get checked yet, but I know my body, and I this is really, you know, bad. And like, remember we was talking, oh, Becky actually was putting Seth on crutches on her stuff, blah blah blah. So they really had me fooled. I'm not gonna lie, I really thought Seth was injured. So, and for him to be like not injured at all is like.
They showed a clip too of her backstage whenever his music hit, and she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, were my posts on Twitter misleading?"
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, and that made me think, like, is she gonna join him? Like, come on. But anyway, so that was my thoughts on the match and everything. But you know, but go ahead, Energy.
Yeah, I thought that was clever, building her up as even more of a heel through that little aspect of the game. Yeah, I started seeing red flags that I might have been wrong about the cash-in whenever CM Punk came out and said that this was going to main event. And I was like, oh, man, yeah. And apparently during the match, somebody, like one of the dirt sheet people posted out there that Gunther was going to be taking some time off because he has something with his nose he needs to get worked out. And that was like right before Punk busted him open with the... So, because if you look at most of the time he was bleeding, he was holding his nose. But as far as the match itself, I thought this was match of the night. The story was there. Every time CM Punk got a little bit of momentum going, Gunther just slapped him down, shut him down. And you just made the point that I saw Bubba Ray Dudley made earlier too. The fact that Seth cashed in on Punk, it adds emotional investment to their feud. Now you want to see CM Punk in that chase again. Because there's quite a few people that said this match was underbooked. It's CM Punk and it's Gunther. Like, what the hell's going on? Why are we not pushing this match more? Now we know why. Seth's champ now. Punk is going to be chasing, and them two hate each other. So now we're all going to be more emotionally invested in what's going to happen next. But yeah, like I said, this match, it was good, solid wrestling storytelling. I can't say anything bad about the way everything played out. Gunther, top-notch performer, man. I love this guy.
Yeah, I agree with Energy about the match, man. I think they told a story. I think the story that they told was for Gunther to beat his ass all the way through the match until the very, very end, until the blood came, which also helped sell his legitimate injury. I know you guys haven't watched Unreal yet, and I'm not going to spoil it, but I got more respect for Punk after watching that, bro. I think he calls a lot of these matches. So I think when you say he's 50% of what he was, I think he wants it to look that way. I think that he might not be 100% of what he was, but I think, like, he's a great, like, he can be a booker or whatever when he's done wrestling.
He's using his own weaknesses to tell the story.
Yeah, he's really good. But like I like that it took 2 GTS to beat Gunther because he is that good. That's why I was mad about Jay with the sleeper hold back at WrestleMania. So this was better. Was better to me.
And for me with Jay, real quick, if Gunther would at least just went to sleep, that'd have been better. Why'd you make him tap? But go ahead.
Yeah. So this was better for me. With the Seth thing, I was always 50-50 on it. You know, I wasn't like sold, but I wasn't not sold, only because they never said his injury. Usually WWE says their injury or how long they're going to be out for. But also, you're right, with the Becky stuff and him on the show. So I was always 50-50 on it. I'm not surprised. I watched him today on the Rich Eisman show, and you're right, he's not injured at all. And he said, like, having to walk with those crutches for 3 weeks was, like, infuriating to him, but he had to do it. And he's like, he was at the grocery store, at the restaurant, everywhere, and he had to wear them. I was like, yo, that's crazy. And then he said, like, he had to tell his daughter, but tell her don't tell nobody. But she told her preschool teacher, but the teacher didn't say anything, which is crazy. So anyway, I thought it was good how they did it. I do like the fact I think Punk will win it for real, at WrestleMania, honestly. And I think Punk's okay. I think Punk's a part of the storytelling of like, yo, this is a great cash in spot. It adds another belt, adds another championship to his reign. You know, still counts. But yeah, I thought it all played out well, and I think they got Punk, they got Jay, they got Sammy. Like I said, they got a lot of people to throw at Seth over this title. So I think it kind of works out good for Seth to have it as the heel champion on Raw. So overall, good match, good cash in, good storytelling, and I was fine with it.
I was wanting to ask too, was Mania 31, was that the first 2-night Mania, or was that the one that went like 8 hours?
I don't remember. I think it was 32.
31 was the one that Seth had the heist of the century. But
I don't think
yeah,
it wasn't 2 nights back then.
It wasn't 2 nights. Okay.
I don't think so.
No.
Because that was during the time where I wasn't watching, so that would have been a red flag to me if like I didn't. This is the first 2-night SummerSlam. If that was the first 2-night Mania, I mean that.
It wasn't 2 nights back then for sure. It was one night.
You know what they helped too. I feel like they just planted little seeds to just lie to you. Like Braun coming out talking about I'm the leader now. I was like, oh yeah, Seth's hurt. Like that, just little stuff like that help. But
you know where I give them. Hold on, I give them credit though because so many people were saying it's a work, and WWE still like went with it. Like they weren't like sometimes they be like what, let's change it because people might know. They were like what if they know they know.
And the fact that they weren't like they didn't keep bringing it up either. They just kind of let people believe what they wanted to believe, and they were like, okay, yeah, well, whenever Seth gets his checkup, we'll give you updates or whatever. Yeah.
Lied to. What about you, Sandy?
I don't like CM Punk and I don't like Gunther, so
you were good.
There's that, but I don't know. I feel like CM Punk showing that he's not 100% or trying to be 50% or whatever he's doing, I don't like it. I feel like you're either going to be 100% or you're just going to be this bum in the corner that I don't like.
What you mean is you're either going to be the best in the world or you're going to be 50%.
Right. You're going to be the best in the world or you're going to be half of the best in the world.
Because but it's storytelling though. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I want to cut you off.
It's boring to me.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
I want to see CM Punk because I'm not a CM Punk fan. I want to see him 100%. If you're gonna be the best in the world, be the best in the world for me to be like, oh man, now I see it. I can see why people like him. Right now, I'm looking at him like, man, he's a bum. I don't like him.
When he first came back, because Sandy never really was into him or seen him back in the day, she was like, wait, this dude is straight edge? He looked like a drug addict. I was like, yeah.
He's never did drugs or alcohol.
For like 50 years. Too much older than his age. Like,
to be fair, I don't think he's the best in the world, especially right now. But also, I think they like him because of his mic skills more than his wrestling. To be fair,
I was gonna say I don't think he was ever the best in the world as far as wrestling. But what I'm saying is 50%, just meaning that he's 50% of what he was when he was younger. Is what I'm saying. He's just not. He's definitely like he's an older guy now, and he's just he's not nearly not. Like, he used to dive off doing a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, not what he was in 2011 at all. I agree with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying when I say he's 50%.
And look, because he's at 50%, I don't mind that Seth came out and took the belt.
Okay.
Sorry about
it. Works.
What about you, Andres?
I knew Punk was going to take this one just because they needed Punk to have this belt to push the Punk-Seth story arc along. If they play this right, they could potentially involve at least Jey Uso in this story, simply because the Wise Man keeps coming out talking to him. Seth and Punk teamed up because of the Wise Man, and then the Wise Man turned on both of them. If they play it right, which I think may be an avenue they're going to explore, because I don't think they know what to do with Jey right now. But yeah, Punk, like Jeremy said, Gunther got hurt. With him eating that tap out and then everybody else trying to tap him out and blah, 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 blah. It's showing cracks in Gunther, showing that maybe he's not as strong as everybody thinks he is. And I think that's why they had Punk take him, because Punk is the king of the mic right now. His pipe bomb is still legendary. If anybody's going to get in Gunther's head and be able to beat him, it's going to be CM Punk. And I think that's why they had Punk beat him.
You know what's funny? Funny enough, maybe it's just me. I think Gunther mic skills is great for who he is. For a guy that he got a thick accent,
I
like
agree.
he talks trash, like, but his trash is real. Like when he said, "Listen, I'm the best in the world because of my accomplishment. You're the best in the world because you just say you are." I'm like,
Well, it's like Jeremy was saying. It's kind of like what we call who states the facts. He's not making up stuff.
yeah, but the thing is,
He's putting in your face what he has.
yeah, but
done.
what's cool with so Drew looked like he could beat you up, right? But his story, his trash talk is like, I told you that Cody was bad. I told you Cena was bad. Like his thing is like, I told you. But
Drew
you
is a
guys
troll. I feel like.
Huh? Say it again.
I feel like Drew is more of a troll. Like he do it online too a lot.
Right. But he's right. It's like, okay, you got me. Logan is more his accomplishments. Like, I told you I got more money than you, and I did this and that. Gunther is, I will beat you up,
Before they get off of this,
and I'm gonna beat you up.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I beat him up, and I beat him up. You're like, oh man, he did. So I like that tough.
When he called Priest street trash, I was cracking up. I remember that too. But
yeah, that was like, and the world went crazy for that. But
and they've made the point too during the match that Gunther's one of those guys you could drop him into any era. You could see him fighting a Bruno Sammartino. You could see him fighting a Hulk Hogan. You could see him fighting, John Cena back in the day or Stone Cold. I mean, he's one of those guys you could drop in anywhere and he could have a great match. Also, something else that I saw pointed out, I wish I would have grabbed a screenshot of it, but apparently, like real world, there was a 3.8 magnitude earthquake that hit New York, and it was kind of suspiciously timed right around Seth Rollins' cash-in. So
it was timed.
It was a legit earthquake that was recorded. It was a 3.8 earthquake.
I know, but it wasn't timed. It just happened.
Well, it just so happened that it was like right there while Seth was cashing in. So I don't know if Seth might have caused an earthquake or what the hell happened there. But
burn it down. Let me get to the chat now. Punk versus Gunther was great. I was so pulled into that match. Let me see. He said Punk looked great. He said, this is TPG. He said Gunther looked ready for the main event and WWE champion ready. He also said, I called the end. Punk won and the battle, but lost the war. Obi said, sorry about the type in. Once Paul said, you forgot Seth has until next year to cash in. Oh, really? You can't outlie a liar, Paul. I knew it. I promised I knew it. No, that's what made me think it was real. I was like, all right, he's like, okay, he's injured, and we're just gonna hold. At least he could, hopefully he get better in maybe 6-7 months, and he can still cash in.
No, but you remember? I know you're a long wrestling fan. You remember Mr. Kennedy when he got injured? They made him lose the Money in the Belt briefcase. He was legit injured. He lost.
He had to give it up to Miz, I think.
Yeah, no, it was to Edge.
Or Edge,
yeah. So this
the storyline was Edge tricked him into giving it to him.
Right, he was legit injured.
Yeah. But I just feel like Seth is, a bigger guy than that, and this whole big team they're supposed to be building. I feel like if they knew Seth maybe could get better in 6 months, might as well keep it on him. But they lied to us. That is funny story, bro. How I woke up and Seth had the belt. No, for real, man. Because of somebody.
No,
that was.
You could have turned it off.
Rose said that was crazy.
Instead of asking me, you should have just turned it off.
I really should have. I really just should have been like.
Because if I was really sleeping and you turned it off, I wouldn't have said nothing.
But you should have. You should have said, you know what? I am sleeping. Turn it off.
But I didn't feel like I was sleeping.
He said, I knew it, bro. I was screaming when he said, yeah, enjoy it. I called him a liar and said, here we go. And boom, he did it, bro. That was great. TPG said Punk said it best. His like the active coach is there to help the next generation of talent while he can still wrestle, but he can't wrestle no more. Here's a question: do they have Braun and Bronson get the tag titles so they all have titles? You know what? I would like to see that. Actually, let me see here. Raw has the better setup for the world title. They got like 5 waves They could go until Punk gets his rematch if he needs time off.
Agreed. They got a
And
lot of
then
contenders.
I don't have to read what he said because he responded. And let me see. Can't confirm earthquake did happen, but time I don't know.
Well,
All
I
right,
didn't
so,
respond on mic
let me-
because Huntress was on the mic. That's why I typed it in the chat. It was answering one of your questions.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Basically, Gunther tapping out, it was meant to show the weakness in his mental game because he's so used to being in control. When things go sideways, he doesn't know how to handle it. He kind of panics. That's the story that's being told there with Gunther tapping out.
I think I get. I think it was bad booking for him to be such a monster, and against Jey Uso too. I get why they did it. I just don't like it.
Yeah. I just didn't think he should have tapped. But here's something Energy asked, and I want to ask you guys. I'm gonna scroll through. He said he thought this was the match of the night. So what was you guys' match of the night? So we had Punk versus Gunther. We had Logan Paul and Jelly Roll and Randy and Drew. We had Tiffy and Jade. We had Sammy and Karrion. I'm surprised you didn't say that, Energy. We had Alexa and Charlotte and Raquel and Roxanne. We had Roman, Jay, and Braun and Braun. I think this is probably going to be my favorite match of night one. I think the length was long because they did a lot. Everybody had spots. I probably think they did a lot of storytelling. Spears outside the ring through the barricades. So this is for me. What about you, Mike?
I'm gonna go with what Energy said. I don't think night one was that great at all. To be honest with you, like if you look at all the what you just said, I think WWE backloaded the whole SummerSlam, and I think they should kind of mix it up more. I don't like that. Like if I was buying a ticket, I'd be mad about night one, But the thing about this match we got on the screen right now is it felt like there were no stakes. Roman and Jay won. Roman gonna go off and leave. It just feels like at least that last match had more stakes, and then the cash in on top of it probably made it like as far as like emotions were involved. I had no emotions watching this match, but I had more emotion watching the Punk.
Agreed.
Yeah, just me watching the matches. This was a better match by far than that CM Punk and Gunther match. But I was just looking because the Energy said which match stole the show. So he felt that last match stole the show. For me, this was stole the show. What about you, Sam?
I'm gonna go with Jay and Roman because I feel like match like the connection they had as a tag team. I feel like Braun and Bronson did a good job with themselves as well, so it was highly entertaining. Definitely better than Gunther and CM Punk. I don't like either.
I like it. Yeah, let's get Huntress. If you guys in the chat want to say what was your match of the night on night one.
Huntress said from what she saw, the main event was her match of the night.
Which one was?
The Punk and Gunther.
Okay, gotcha. Let me see.
I did have my daughter laughing though because she kind of sat and watched the first part of the show with me, and I pointed out I'm looking at my clock and it's like we're 15 minutes in the show and Jay is still dancing with the crowd.
All right, you guys ready to move on to night number 2?
Night 2 cooked.
All right, night 2 started off with a pretty good. Oh damn, and we ain't even put this on the screen. But yeah, Seth cashed in, and here we have it.
And there's his leg brace you were talking about. Right there.
There go what?
His leg brace on Braun. You were talking about on the.
Yeah, there it is, right there.
Right. Yeah.
Let's see. So give me a moment. This is just I'm on WWE.com, and they had just night 1. Oh wait, they got night 2 right here. What the hell do I do to that picture is weird. Hold on. Okay. All right. So I start like this. That is strange. Let's see if this one does the same.
Never why you doing that.
Nope, it doesn't. All right, let me share my other screen. Summerslam. Let's just do that. All right, here we go. All right, Michael will be back. Let me just go to the chat real quick. Goon Squad said he didn't finish night one. He went fishing. Let me see. Last fight, main event, hands down. Just wanted to say, what's up, Big Mike? Big Mike Goon Squad said he just wanted to say what's up.
What's good? What's good? What's good, Goon Squad? How you?
All right, so first match of the night, night number 2, Women World Championship, Naomi versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky.
We all called this one.
Good match. Yeah, I didn't see no reason. Oh, wait. Hold up. Let me back up real quick. Who got the most right in night 1?
Oh, night 1, Cowboy had 3, Mike had 3, I had 1, Sandy had 4, and Huntress had 4.
Okay, Sandy.
So the ladies took it on night 1.
I don't believe that. All right. This man, look.
I should have had 5, but I bet against Jay for stupidity reasons.
It wasn't stupid. It made sense for Brown to get that win. They needed it more.
This match was pretty good. We all thought it was going to be pretty good. Io's amazing. Rhea's a great powerhouse. Naomi's a good in between. She kind of could do it all, kind of. They had a good match, and I think the finish was what it should be. Naomi should definitely won, kept the title. She just got it, so why would she lose it already? You know what's funny? This one a match I don't have much to say because it was just excellent. Like it was just like it was everybody did a great job. Everybody showed out, kind of like I thought they was gonna do. Reminiscence of that other triple threat match, but you insert Bianca in there, so it was good. What about your energy?
Yeah, this match, like you said, there's not a whole lot to say because all 3 of these women are amazing. I think this was probably the most predictable match of the card. Like even the betting odds had Naomi at like a negative 5,000 favorite or something like that. But man, her dad can shred. Dude, he played her to the ring. I thought that was pretty cool. Not a lot of people get to be played to the ring by their father. But yeah, he's a hell of a guitar player.
What was cool was I knew that was him when he came out. I was like, oh, that's her dad. And Sandy's like, huh? And I was like, yeah, because he was on Total Divas.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
But yeah, I still love. I think this character change for Nay is exactly what she needed, man. That's been a shot in the ass for her career, and I hope they keep on running with it because I'm loving what I'm seeing. I love her little diabolical laugh. I know Mike said he wasn't too much of a fan of that, but yeah, I mean, I was feeling the glow. Nay has always been one of like the household favorites, and not just because she's married to a Fatu, but yeah, this proceed with caution gimmick is exactly what this women's division needed. And I like the story that I like the story they're telling too, with Rhea still chasing that Io home.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. My only issue with Naomi, she's been one of my favorite wrestlers forever. Until Bianca came on the scene. But my issue with Naomi's heel turn is, I don't know how to say it, but she's getting a little kind of like corny, or kind of like she's just like she's like, yeah, heifer. Like she's just like the country mean black.
Yeah.
Like I just like, she's like, remember the video you put in the one chat and the guy was like, every time she was saying that promo, he was like, huh? Like I was just like, she's just trying too hard and it's coming off. For me, it's like, man, Naomi, come on, you could be mean and don't have to like lean into this like.
What you mean, heifer?
Yeah, it's just.
Well, you know, it's like who she is, right? Like her natural personality.
I gotta say too is
she's not Total Diva. She don't act like that. She's like the really nice girl. Yeah. And when she pronounce her words, she doesn't even sound like I know she's from Texas, right? She don't sound like she got like this like I don't know. She sounds like she's an old Southern black lady.
Florida.
Like
So
like
she's leaning into her roots. Probably somebody like an auntie or something. Probably sound like that.
Yeah, that's what she sounds like. She's trying to sound like your old black aunt. Like but you don't
even
that's not
watching the interviews on post shows and stuff too. It's crazy because like she's still playing the heel part, but she's still like she's naturally a lovable person, and like she's still giving people their flower. Like she was actually saying good things about Rhea and Io during the post show.
Oh, she said
she's
it.
Flipping straight back into the heel gimmick. But one thing I will say though, as much as I love Rhea Ripley, you couldn't pay me to take her razor's edge, man. She drops people at such a high angle. I know Io had to go backstage and take a handful of freaking ibuprofen or something. Her belt.
And one last thing, when she's talking, right, it's almost like somebody's trying to do like you're American, you're trying to do an English accent, you know, and you're just being like a little extra with it, and it's like they don't pronounce their, you know, that hard. So it's like when she like threw her whole neck when she's like Heifer, like I'm like, yo, calm down. So,
I will say Naomi plays the little kind of sort of off Psycho a lot better than Shotzi does. Like when Shotzi did her diabolical laugh, it just didn't resonate with me. I'm like, okay, now you're trying too hard. But Naomi is like, she's having a good time with it when she throws that little laugh out there. I love that she's
trying too hard.
I do like the overacting with Nay. I think she plays it better than some other people have.
What about you, Mike?
So it was a predictable outcome. Again, she just got the title. I do want to see her chemistry with Stephanie later on in that match, but I feel like that I don't feel like it was as good as the one with Bianca and Io and Rhea.
Right.
I think that was like match of the year almost. And I don't know what the difference is. I don't think it was, and I don't think it was as good as like Io Rhea. I don't think it was as good as that one or the Bailey Lyra Becky triple threat either. But it wasn't like bad though. It wasn't as good as those two.
I agree.
Yeah. But it was a good match. Predictable, had some spots here and there. I feel like it might have got shortchanged on the time, honestly. It could use a little bit more time. I feel like. But you know, I do want to see Io and Ripley can keep going because, you know, Ripley never beat her to this point. They can have like a you know, keep that going for a while, and then we'll see where Naomi does. She does kind of overdo it a little bit, but I wanted to have her, you know, her run probably be her last run, to be honest with you. But because a lot of girls are coming up, and she's older. But I feel like that. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I don't know if she'll hold it until what's that, Crown Jewel?
Crown Jewel.
But she might though, because it might be too early to give it to Stephanie Valkyria yet. So she might actually hold it. So we're gonna see.
I think she will.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sandy.
I'm not like a regular Naomi fan, but I do like her as heel. But like he said, she's getting a little corny. Like she's doing a little too much. So I feel like when she first turned heel, she was kind of like more herself, but just kind of bad, right? So I feel like she should have stuck with that and not tried to like take it to the extreme of what she's doing now. But all in all, it was a good match. I'm glad she kept it. I think we all knew she was keeping it, and it was too soon for her to lose it. But in reality, I feel like Rhea Ripley would have bricked both of them. Like if it was still like a Rhea Ripley thing going on, like where they wanted her to win, she would have ripped the hell out of them better than Naomi took care of business. That's just my opinion.
I think because Naomi is bad, she's more cunning. And so Rhea,
like if you watch the match, like she's doing like back scratches, all type of heel stuff.
Right? Yeah, yo, she bit her finger.
She bit her finger.
To her point, I was like, yo, she scratched her back. That's like, remember back in the day, that was a heel thing. You rake the back rake. Like
it feels like she's trying to be more of a heel, but the crowd keeps cheering it, so it's kind of interesting on that.
Yeah, well,
You reminded me of something with the biting and stuff. I have during this match, I made the comment to Huntress that I feel like these women are trying to traumatize everybody from the We Wrestle Wednesday crew, because the biting thing that hit a little close to home for me. And you know, whenever Io locked in that crossface, I was like, oh, that looks pretty familiar. That's the same thing that I beat Cowboy with Wednesday. Oh, I mean, you beat Cowboy with Wednesday.
Wow.
That was real cheap, but just wait the 2 days, energy.
Oh yeah, I haven't even showed you half of that iceberg yet. That character has got.
We're gonna settle up. I know what I'm dealing with now.
You got beat with a crossface, bro. Dang,
Man, we have one match where you use your created characters, and so what's cool is Energy. He made his daughter, he made himself, and he made his wife, and she looked cool. But in a hardcore match, you could pin somebody, you could win off anything. So it's getting to the end of the night. It's me and him. He got 2 finishers. He gonna tap me out with a signature. I'm like, bro, like, really? So I didn't see it coming. So it was cool because you could win off anything. It was cheesy, but it is what it is.
I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna have to watch this Wednesday now. See if we get your get back.
Yeah, I'm telling you, watch. But so Huntress, wait, Mike. What Energy won't tell you is we got this one thing where it's only one-on-one matches, and I've won 12 weeks straight. Just saying.
Wow. Oh.
You've won on some nonsense.
You've lost twice.
Don't even get started.
You've lost twice.
Mike don't need to know that.
First off, it's not cheese, it's strategy. Second off, back to the match.
Yeah.
It was a good match. I agree with Sandy. If this would have been the Rhea era, Rhea would have totally handled it differently. But Rhea also comes from a different background. Naomi is from Florida, not Texas. She's got a dance background.
I think she lives in.
She was born in Florida. She was born in Florida. She went to high school in Florida. She's from Florida.
I'm gonna have to look that up because I thought on Total Divas she said she was from Texas. But go ahead.
All right, keep on going.
How are you gonna argue with me?
Anyway, I just said that's what I thought. Don't worry, I'm gonna ask my AI Gemini in a moment.
She went to Oviedo High School. Anyways, she comes from a dance background. Dancers are taught to exaggerate things. I think that's playing a little into the way she's acting. But one thing a lot of people aren't connecting, I think because she's not by blood, a lot of what she's doing now mimics what Kishi did when The Rock was first starting off.
Yeah.
Down to the car wreck. I did it for The Rock, all that.
When Kishi turned bad and he had the music, I'm a bad man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I will point out, Naomi said something in her post-match interview that I have been saying for over a year. I get that, Naomi's a big name. They were using her to put a lot of people over, but they were putting her on the back burner. She was almost getting backstabbed by the company because of this. And Naomi flat out said, I'm tired of being used. I'm tired of people pushing me to the side, using me for everything they need, but not getting any love. I'm going to take it now. And I love it.
No, I agree. I mean, listen, she's been my favorite female wrestler forever. And like I said, when Bianca came up, I was watching Bianca NXT. I was like, this girl's gonna be something serious when she come up. So when she came up, so I mean, I like them both. But you can ask my wife. Like I was starstruck when I walked past her at Royal Rumble many years ago. Like I almost couldn't speak. But so I've been a fan of hers forever. So but yeah, I thought anyways. But I see my guy Franco is in here. He's actually the guy I was talking about, Jeremy. That you remind me of him.
I told him to join in the chat. I said, watch
did you? All right,
yeah,
cool. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, Goon Squad said so they ain't. Where's my thinking? So they ain't going to let Rhea. They ain't going to let Ripley get the title back for a while because we all know she should have best. Well, I think she's another person like Charlotte. Let her just get away from the title for a bit. Naomi always had it. They just didn't push her right. He was laughing. He said, "Nah, that's the best part about her heel turn." He said, "It's super comical." He said, "My only issue with the match is they keep forcing on Io and Rhea. I'm over their feud." Well, I think at some point they will let Rhea beat Io. I don't think they're gonna let her never beat Io. You know what I mean? Io and Rhea could. That's Jay. All right. But Franco, thanks for popping in, and Mike, thanks for sending him the invite. All right. So the next one we got is that TLC match. Now it's funny because we were all talking a little bit. There go her dad playing. I didn't like this part of her outfit. I thought it was so weird that they both went to the right or to the left.
See, I do like that part of her outfit.
That was weird.
I'm into like asymmetrical stuff like that.
So we got the WWE Tag Team Champions 6, and so
Mike was
man,
the
it
only
was
one wrong
a
about
bunch
this
of
one.
people in there.
What's that energy?
So Mike was the only one wrong about this one.
Okay.
He
Yeah, that's
picked
kind of crazy.
Andrade and Ray.
I didn't know how you would think they would lose, and they just got it, and they ended it at 6. But anyway, look, this match was what I thought it was going to be. I know we were thinking, what would they shorten it? I remember we were talking about, do they don't have enough cameras? You're not going to be able to see everything. I thought they did a great job to show all the good spots. I love when the match was over, when the pay-per-view was over, they were showing the different languages that WWE had,
I saw that.
and they were showing different spots for each language. That was a cool touch.
And Triple H even said it's funny how holy shit translates into every language.
I was really into this match. There's actually a match that was my favorite match out of every match, but this was out of the whole two nights. But this was close. I just thought it was really good. I knew this was going to be a good match. I knew they was going to do a good job. I knew all these guys got good chemistry. They all did good spots. Like, I don't think there's a bad thing I could say about this match. I even love when the women got involved. That was crazy. And then Uncle Howdy got involved. What's his name? Eric Braun got involved. Like, it was, and I think what's cool for me was because the Wyatts are bad now. So you was able to have some of the extra shenanigans with the whole team. It would have been a little weird if they wasn't bad to do that. So, loved the match, man. I loved this match. I thought it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. And I wonder that when Candice, Renee, whatever. When she went through the ladder, I'm like, the ladder split in half.
That thing had no give. It had no resistance at all.
How did the ladder split in half? That was wild. So, it was good, man. Good match. Good match. What about you, Andrew?
To me, I think it did feel like this one was kind of shortened for time. There was so much going on. The cameramen were having hard times keeping up. They were getting beat up as much as the wrestlers were. There was pandemonium. It was chaos. There was like people didn't have enough room outside to take all these bumps. This was a human train wreck, and I loved it. It was amazing. And of course, the Wyatts retaining. I'm with that. Let's keep this story going. I still think that it's going to end up in a Street Profits breakup. And I'm kind of giving more fuel for that one in one of the post-match interviews because they asked them to, but she tried to ask Montez how he was feeling, and he didn't say nothing. And then Angelo, he was just, man, I hate losing. I know he hates losing. I hate losing, man. This sucks. Yeah, this was a great match. People got into it, but we won the first one, and it sucks to lose this one. I hate losing. And he looked back over at Ford, and she tried to get another comment, and he just walked away. And I was like, yeah, I think they're gonna start pushing that Wyatts and Street Profits testing that brotherhood thing that they were.
You gotta be coming. Now here's what's crazy. I want those real quick before Mike go. I always felt like Montez would be the breakout star, and I know he will. But Dawkins is pretty good, bro. He got his skills up. His moves he be doing, like,
man, that Spanish fly, my God. Oh.
Dawkins is he's getting good, man. So I hope he just don't be the guy that they just drop off. Because if they give him the right story, he could still be good singles person. But
I know everybody else is talking about Candice coming off the ladder being like the move of the match or whatever, but for me it was that Spanish fly that Axiom gave Angelo. That was beautiful.
So I agree that was the move of the night, the Axiom Spanish fly. I don't agree with the breakup though. I think they're gonna be around for a while together. I think he was mad. That's why he walked away, because he was mad, both mad. But I feel like that, and I disagree with you too, Tony. I feel like that if they break up, Dawkins gonna be out of the company within like a year. I think that he don't have the personality to carry a singles run on his own, like be on the mic for a feud and stuff like that. I think, and Tez always said, I don't want to leave Dawk, which is why I feel like they won't break up. Because I think Tez knows deep down in his head that Dawk gonna be going in like a year if I leave him and stuff like that. But I also think that tag team division is great, like I've been saying for a long time ago. I think they're going to I think it's so many teams that maybe not tonight, but I think they're going to bounce around these titles a bit. I don't think you're going to have 5 teams vying for one title and never winning it. I feel like Andrade will have their turn. I feel like Praxium will get their turn. And hopefully one team goes to Raw because they were on there talking about who had the last pizza, the tag team division in Raw. So they need like a better division in Raw than they got right now. But yeah, I thought Andrade because of their momentum, but I could see why they won. As far as the match is concerned, it was like a beautiful train wreck. It was fun, but it was 17 people for a 16-minute match. It was crazy overbooked. But I want to say this. It didn't tell a story at all. I don't think it made anybody like elevate, but it was fun to watch. And like some people like the Motor City Machine Guns, I can't even remember what they did in the match because I feel like it was just so many people in this match that happened. But it was like the 4 corners, back table spots were good. I think in this match, you don't have to overthink it if you're like a writer or a booker. Just like go out there and tear stuff up, pretty much. But I wouldn't want to see this type of match like all the time. It got to be like very special,
I agree.
Very seldom, and stuff like that. So that's what I would say.
What else you saying?
I think it was
I got something to say about that too in a few minutes.
I don't know. I don't have that much to say about it. I just feel like it's a lot. And
Yeah.
that made it cool to watch. But like he said, they didn't have no story or anything. So it's kind of like, it was just kind of your basic TLC, a lot going on. They kept it entertaining. I'll keep it at that.
Yeah. What about you, Huntress?
I mean, it was a good match overall. I think this match was more geared toward their viewers that have ADHD.
Yeah.
Because this was the perfect match for them. I will say, when I saw Candice LeRae come in, I asked Energy if she grabbed the belts, would they win? Because technically, they don't have to be the ones to pull them down off the hanger.
She would have to hand it to them.
They just have to hold them while they're on the hanger.
She could pull it down and go to hand it to him, and somebody else could jump in and steal it.
What I would have liked to have seen happen would have been for Nikki to have grabbed the belts and thrown them to Uncle Howdy. If that would have happened, would Uncle Howdy and Eric Rowan have become the champions, or would Dexter and them?
No, because they weren't in the match.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time somebody not in the match has won a
That's true.
match.
Now let me give you some
Brock
history.
Lesnar, Money in the
Let me
Bank.
let me give y'all some history. The first ever women's Money in the Bank match, Carmella won because of Ellsworth grabbing it, and they made them do the match over.
Okay, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah, they did make it. Yeah, they actually had that match again, and she won again. But yeah, because people was like, wait a minute, she really didn't win. He pulled it down. He grabbed the briefcase, and they literally had the match over. So maybe WWE probably won't write that to happen, because they realized that backlash happened years ago. So, or maybe times change. Maybe people think it's cool, but that was a big deal back then.
I would like to see somebody do at some point the thing I was just talking about with somebody grabbing it for their team and then trying to throw it, like say Candice LeRae trying to throw it to Johnny and maybe Montez jumping in out of nowhere and like intercepting it. That would be freaking awesome.
That would be crazy. Now, just heads up, we got 30 minutes left to the show. Somebody new came in. Benzie, what's going on? I won't. We're going. I won't read that part, Benzie, because we're going in order. Let me see. Oh yeah. Well, we went over there. SummerSlam was in general one of the best PLEs they had this year. Yeah, it was definitely really good. So next on the list, so guys, me personally, this is my favorite match. This was the match of the night for me. Like, they gave them so much time, and they did so much with the time. And Mike was so right. Like, by the end, I was like, yo, they was rocking, and I'm thinking like, okay, how is it gonna end? And then Bailey comes out. I'm like, they wrestled so long, and then she still came out the ad on top of it. They had like 10 minutes of her with her hand tied up, like 10 minutes.
And she slipped out at one point.
Dude, it was so good. The back and forth, they both looked great. Bailey wasn't in there just super short. She had a good little spot. Mike, because I think you said it, right? You think Bailey was going to come out and end up making her win. This match had storytelling, wrestling, this match for me, this stole the show the whole night. This match was solid gold. Becky still looked great. Lyra still looked great. Bayley got to be up in there. Man, just having a match where you could do whatever you want, and they did whatever they wanted, and it was just great. Now they didn't show how Lyra got out of the ties. I mean, she was under there, but
Hornswoggle got her out.
I'm assuming she bounced on Sharp, whatever. But great match, man. Great match. And I'm happy that Becky kept it. Thought she should keep it. She's big time Bex, and you know, let people be trying to go after her for that belt. So.
Energy, who do we all pick in this match? You didn't say first.
Oh yeah, Cowboy Becky, Mike Becky. I picked Lyra. Sandy picked Becky. Huntress picked Lyra.
Oh, okay.
I got to disagree with Anthony. This, to me, I mean, this was just kind of another match. I feel about this match the way Mike does about the Kerry and Sammy match. I think, but I do think this match could have like main evented a Monday Night Raw. But I mean, I just wasn't as into it. Personally, I do like the little spot that Bayley had. I think that a feud between her and Lyra is going to elevate Lyra even more. But I mean, to me, this match was just kind of bleh. And not to mention, it was the second of 3 stipulation matches in a row and 4 for the whole night. I mean, there's times where you do have to break that kind of stuff up. And this match following that TLC match and then coming right before the cage match, I don't know, just I think that particular part of it was a little bit of bad booking. But yeah, this match was just kind of bleh for me. And I think the wrong person won.
Go ahead, Mike.
I enjoyed it like you, man. I thought it was good. I think Becky is a real ring general, man. I think she might not be like the most athletic, but she knows how to like do a whole match and whatnot. Like the spot when Bayley comes out and she's like, "Yo, she the one who cost you the thing anyway." She's like, "4 horsewomen, come on, hit her!" Like Bayley, like Becky's good, bro. And then she grabs the chain and she takes it with her, so then Bayley can get to the chain later on. That's like so smart how like she did that. And then the spot where Lyra came on top rope with a leg drop. We didn't even see her come out of nowhere. Literally, that was great camera angles.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. So I thought that was great. I thought Lyra told a good story. I like the fact that Becky won. Lyra can't challenge her no more, so we can get rid of that feud. Let Becky move on. Let Lyra, I guess, and Bayley have their thing or whatever like that. I think it was a good ending, good match. And bro, I don't know how you can watch this match and like this match less than you like Karrion Kross and Sammy. That's crazy.
I didn't say I liked it less than Kross and Sammy. I just wasn't into this match as I was in the other matches on night 2. And night 2.
Yeah, I like the match. I'll move forward. I want to keep it going. So.
Listen, I'm a Becky fan, so you already know. I love the match. I thought Becky did her thing. Lyra was really good. I like that Bayley came out. I mean, all in all, this was a really good match. I really enjoyed it. I have nothing bad to say about it. I mean, I felt it was entertaining from beginning to end.
I agree.
And Huntress said she didn't have a whole lot to say about this match or the next 2. She kind of left the room. I don't know where she went.
All right, so let's move on. Dodge Man is in the building, but nobody.
Speaking of Huntress, I did text you a picture of her character so you could show.
Oh, yeah, you know what's funny? I was wondering, like, how come I see that right there? Like, what? But not realizing, like, wait, that's under the text. Your text. All right, so let's go into the steel cage match. A character of you? Listen, you're great at making your own characters. I have to show Energy. I don't know if Energy have ever showed you when Saints Row, the last one came out. Sandy made her own character and helped you make mine.
Me about that.
Did I ever show you the picture?
You should have her make your character because your character is kind of trash.
Whatever, bro. My character is 12-time champion. You know, 1, 2. Anyway, Energy. We will settle up on Tuesday.
And his name sucks.
So this match went exactly as I thought. I mean, why would he lose? He got a whole squad with him, and I'm really liking Solo right now.
Me and Huntress were the only ones.
I think he needs to just run it for a little bit. but get some really have his people beating people up or something, or having people challenge him and just being like, there ain't no way you're gonna beat me. But in his style. I feel like the MFTs need to be similar to the Bloodline, kind of, sort of. I guess they are a low budget Bloodline, but they need to be more have more of a presence in the mid card area. You know what I'm saying, on SmackDown.
I was about to say they're the mid card Bloodline.
Yep. But it was a good match. I think they both did a great job. I'm glad they made Solo still look kind of strong, because I love when they said Wade was like, don't forget, Solo was the what do they always call him? The street champion on the island. And don't forget when he first came out. I'm like, yeah, they act like he wasn't Jacob Fatu when he first came out.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad they don't make him totally coward to Jacob. He fights back. And they had a good back and forth. But I think the shenanigans was obviously going to happen. It just made sense. So it was good. What about you, Andrew?
Yeah, I did call Jacob on this one, but again, that was more fantasy book, and I really wanted to see that finish where they tried to throw Jacob at the cage and the cage broke and he accidentally won. But that was, to me, it would have been a great little callback to the Austin McMahon thing. I do think Solo is a good mid-card champion. He's not. I'm still not sold on him as a top-tier guy, but mid-card, yeah, he can hold that division down. He can elevate some people. He can basically do what Roman did with the Bloodline with the MFTs for the U.S. title. And Triple H brought up the point on the post-show that Jacob losing this match isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it frees him up to take that next step up, and he can join that main event scene. So, I mean, I'd be interested to see what goes on there. I think him and Priest, him and LA Knight, him and any number of people, him and Cody could have a great set of matches. But yeah, I want to see what's next for Jacob. I think him losing is actually the best thing that could have happened here, because it does free him up to take a step up.
Yeah, so I definitely want to get out of this whole Jacob Solo vortex. I'm hoping they don't continue with this. Even though the end of the night, though, it made me think that they might, because you saw Jacob still beat up the MFTs inside the cage, and Jimmy was out there. So I don't know if it's over yet. I see they're protecting the Tala Tonga dude, because he never gets beat up by Jacob. Only the other guys do.
Eat that moonsault.
I feel like that with Solo, he kicked out of 2 of Jacob's moonsault. So yeah, it did make him look strong. But the match honestly was just subpar. Could have been on a SmackDown, to be honest with you. This Karrion Kross and one other match could have not been on this card. I'm be honest with you. And I think this might have suffered too, because you just had the TLC, then the Bayley match, and then this. So I think by this match it was I don't know. It just didn't. It was all right to me. And Jimmy seemed like, yo, we like you. You're Jimmy. Go out there. But he really had nothing to do. You know what I mean? So I don't really like that for Jimmy either. They got to figure out something for Jimmy down the line. But yeah, I can see Solo and his MFTs going beyond Jacob, like you said, Anthony, and beating up other people, and and Tala Tonga becoming more of a beast or whatever he's gonna become and stuff like that. So that's where I'm at with it.
What about you, Sadie?
I mean, like you said, I feel like it made sense to let Solo do his thing. Jacob has his own little crowd of people that like him, and I feel like they should kind of, like Mike said, they should kind of let this die a little bit, and let Jacob do his own thing, let Solo keep doing his NFT and all that stuff, and just kind of let them part their ways a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, all in all, it was an alright match. It didn't really have me oh god, it's great.
This was definitely a match on SmackDown. And then one thing I'll back up with the Lyra match, that wouldn't have been a match on Raw, because as long as it was, they was definitely not going to be wrestling that long on Raw. But
the TLC match that they gave them earlier this year was 30 minutes long and commercial free. So I mean, and that was a SmackDown match.
All right, fair enough. So anyway, what's going on, Mike? I call you Cowboy. And Huntress, we'll get to that. All right, so let's move on down the line. AJ versus Dominic Mysterio. Oh, there you go.
So, Sandy was the only one wrong about this match.
That's because she likes AJ. That's
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was
Lost words?
It was what it was. No, because when you said Sandy, I was thinking like, wait, Sandy don't like AJ. I was thinking
I
like,
like him better than that.
yeah, but yeah, I was thinking like, yeah, Sandy, that's yeah. But so in my brain, I was like, wait, what did she choose? And who won? That messed me up real quick. I was like, huh? Because I kind of know her people. So that threw me off. I was like, wait, what?
Smacked Cowboy back to factory setting there.
It really did. You know what's cool about this? This was the one match that I ended up falling asleep on, and I watched last. So I was like, at this point, I gotta finish this pay-per-view. And so I watched this match while I was working. Like I was like, whenever the phones was ringing, I was watching it. What was cool was first he comes out, and that was AJ's son, huh? So he comes out in the low rider. That you know he's doing the hydraulics and all that. And yeah, she always say AJ because of his knee pads or his thing always got the big one on the shin pads. Look like how they ride dirt bikes. Anyway, I don't know if you ever gonna get that, but so I love the way they came out and everything. I love Dom came out with his mask. I feel like he takes off the mask too fast. But same thing about Andrade. They take off the mask too fast.
That's a Mexican thing. If in Mexico, if you've lost your mask in like a match or whatever, then you can wear it for your entrance, but you can't wear it in the
I just feel like they should walk down a little bit more. Like they take it off right at the ramp. But anyway,
it's still a Mexican tradition thing.
Okay, that's fair. So I thought the match was great. I love the shenanigans. I love that Dom was with the shenanigans. I love that the ref was like, when Dom banged the thing and threw it to AJ and laid down, and AJ was like, all right, I'm gonna put it around my neck and lay down. The ref was like, hey man, I ain't seen neither one of these moves. So yeah, I'm gonna let this ride. That was cool. I'm trying to remember, how did Dom end up winning in the end?
The boot.
The whole Eddie Guerrero Kurt Angle gimmick.
What was cool was they didn't show it to you till it was done. So they was like, AJ pulled his boot off, right? And I'm thinking like, why would he be doing that? I think he's just trying to get him in the calf crusher, and it came off, right? And then after he wins, they show him zipping. I'm like, you know what? This is Dom. This is what Dom should be doing. I like this for Dom. And I also didn't want to see the Judgment Day. I didn't want to see them lose any of it. So, but I will say this. Once Raquel and them lost at first, I was like, oh, everybody's losing. But they didn't. So go ahead, Energy.
I loved all of the callbacks to Eddie in this match. I loved AJ's tights because they were the same tights that Eddie was wearing during the match where him and Ray fought for custody of Dominic. Like you said, the Eddie's last match, he slapped a chair on the ground, threw it to Kennedy, laid down, referee turns around, disqualifies Kennedy. AJ said, I'm not falling for that. No, I'm going to wear this as a necklace. I'm going to lay out too. I'm loving all of the little nods to Eddie. This match was the feel-good match of the weekend for me, just because of all the nostalgia, all of the shenanigans. It brought back those feels that you had whenever Eddie wrestled, and I love that. Kind of interesting that nobody from the Judgment Day came down to help Dom out. He kind of got one over. Essentially, well, he didn't win clean. He still hit AJ with the boot, but he still got it done by himself. So, I mean, that's kind of what Dom needed to elevate his character a little bit, and maybe he can take that back to the clubhouse and be like, I didn't need you guys anyway.
That'd be cool.
It would be a story to tell. It would put I think they should really do something with him and Finn. But yeah, this match I really loved it. I kind of wish AJ would have got the win, but I really loved that they're continuing to build Dom as that little chicken shit heel that's going to find a way to use cowardly tactics and still overcome, and then go back to the back and eat his little chicken tendies. I don't know. I like Dom. What can I say? I like the little bastard.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I will say is AJ better never do the little shit.
Yeah, he don't look right doing it.
Terrible. Yeah. Never do that again, AJ. And Dominic, he fell off with his three amigos. He got real sloppy. He did the first one look good, the rotation, and with his hips, and then the other two was just like real sloppy. I was like, yo, man, if y'all gonna do the Three Amigos for my man Eddie, y'all gotta do it right, man.
And you know what? Even his springboard plancha, that looks sloppy too. The one Eddie used to do when he spring off the rope and do that spin, that looks sloppy too from Dominic. I was like, yo, stop trying to cosplay as Eddie if you're not gonna do his moves right, bro.
For real.
Be upset.
But that's part of what adds to his character too, is because I mean, he's not. He is paying tribute to Eddie because, you know, the whole Mysterio family loves Eddie,
right?
Kayfabe, whatever. But in character, Dom is more rubbing it in our faces, like, yeah, I'm the new Eddie Guerrero. It's like, bitch, you can't live up to Eddie, and he uses that to get inside your head. To
be fair, Energy, he is Eddie's son.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like. I do like Dom. I like Dom now, man, and I think he's gonna win a AAA title too. I think he's walking around with 2 belts. To be honest with you,
that would be funny as hell.
And I think that I think Dom's on the way to the main event scene within like a year, bro. I think that the way that I think he's gonna leave Judgment Day eventually, not quite yet. But I think that maybe with the whole Liv and when she comes back, I'm not sure how they do it. But I think
you better run it.
But I think he will get to the main event scene eventually, just because
as a heel.
Probably as a heel, but he's kind of like Eddie. Eddie was smaller, just like Dom is. Eddie was shrewd, cunning, and the fans are starting to really like Dom. Like he don't get booed no more like he used to.
It's weird.
He doesn't talk a lot anymore, in front of the crowd.
It's a weird thing with him, man.
Yeah, the Judgment Day. I don't think they just weren't there. You know, like Fan and JT weren't in New Jersey. So I feel like that's why they didn't come out. But I like the match though. I like the Eddie tributes. I always liked that spot with him and Kurt Angle. That's a great match with Eddie and Kurt Angle back in the day. And I love the lie, cheat, steal gimmick that Eddie had. Like his song, I loved Eddie's song, bro. That was my thing. So I wish one of them would have came out to Eddie's song. That would have really made me happy, but they didn't do that. But no, it was a good match for what it was. It deserved to be on the PLE. Good for Dom. AJ don't need it. He's about to retire like a year anyway. So I think it was good.
Danny?
Listen, AJ ain't retiring anymore. Look at him. He looks amazing.
He does.
He's still doing every single move smooth.
I never said he was old. I think he's like, you know, he's ready to go home with his kids. What's wrong with that?
Here's what's crazy. AJ performed like AJ used to perform.
Right.
And AJ looked
no slowdown.
And AJ looked better than he used to look.
He looked way better than he used to.
Just wow.
But anyway, the match was good. I wish AJ would have won, of course, because I'm not a big Dom fan. But I see like the ups and downs with Dom. Like I feel like people like his shenanigans and his whole like cowardly little ego he's got going and stuff. But I just don't like it. I don't care for it. I feel like it's kind of corny. I feel like AJ's the better wrestler, and I feel like he should have got the win. But I get that Dom needs to win to kind of build him up for his character, wherever they decide to go with that cowardly person that he is.
I gotta say one thing, Anthony. I don't agree with you. I think you think about AJ WWE. AJ before that, he said I can't do stuff I used to do. He can't do the top rope stuff he used to do like back in the day. I don't think he's like could do what he did in TNA.
I feel like I bet you he can. I feel like it was just a few years ago he was still doing that in WWE.
But like 07, 08, like Kurt Angle versus TNA versus AJ, I don't think he can live up to that AJ.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He still has a beautiful Pele kick.
No, like what he was doing back.
Still got a beautiful Pele kick. I mean, I'll counter and say, what can he do? I'm sure he can still do a 450 off the ropes. You know what I mean?
He's pretty amazing in the ring still.
Like, I feel like sometimes he's pulling back because there's moments where he does his combo slow. Remember when he first came to WWE and he got the mid out with his combo? So I feel like sometimes he do it slow and sometimes he do it all fast. I feel like AJ, I think, maybe because he's a smaller guy. I don't know what it is, but I feel like his energy is just still there. I feel like he still is.
I think he is fully capable of doing these things still, but it's one of those situations where he knows his body, he knows he's getting old, and he knows he's more susceptible to injury. So he's going to pull him out when it means something, like in a SummerSlam or a WrestleMania, but it's not going to be like an all-the-time thing.
I think to Mike's point, his volume of doing it is different, right?
Yeah,
like when he was younger, like it was nonstop running.
Every night.
When Daniel Bryan got on the map, it was because until him, nobody in WWE just ran full speed into the corner, back and forth. You were like, this guy just got so much energy. When AJ came over, he was like that on that level. But yeah, now like he has his moment, he has spurts where you're like, damn, he's still fast, he's still good.
That's what I was saying.
Yes, you are right.
It's like he's safe.
I'm gonna throw this out there. We got like 9 minutes and 45 seconds before Raw comes on, and we gotta burn through this last match because there's a lot.
We're getting on to the last the main event.
No,
All right, so. Wow. All right, so let's do this.
We were all wrong.
Whoops, a little too big.
We were all wrong for a reason, though, but I'll get into that later.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into the reason we were wrong because none of us saw coming what was coming. Well, yeah, SmackDown too. But.
Well, this was another they lied to us. So let me get into this. So what was cool was we were saying, I think Mike said he just hoped they have a good match. And I was like, bro, they ain't gonna have a good match. All the Cena match been trash. This was by far Cena's best match.
Yeah.
Cena put on a match. Like he actually was like wrestling, like, you know, Cena's always been a big dude, so he's never been a great wrestler. But as far as Cena wrestling and older, I thought he put on a great performance. And him and Cody, I thought they was going in on each other. And I thought what was cool was Cena was supposed to be good, but he was doing some heelish stuff. He still was like, man, this is, you know what? This is no hold, bro. You're going to get whacked with this. Or you're going to get hit with this. I was like, oh, man. I enjoyed the match because they really went at it. They really went out. Like, when he did the, I think I'm calling everything the Pop Rocks now, but when he did the Canadian Destroyer outside the ring, I was like.
It wasn't the Canadian Destroyer. It was the Code Red.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Well,
I think that's the best I've ever seen.
Canadian Destroyer, you go all the way over Canadian Destroyer.
Okay, gotcha.
Canadian Destroyer isn't a power driver.
What's that, Anthony?
This was like the Pop Rocks, right?
Same thing. Yep.
Yeah, okay, got you. But the Code Red is what Penta does, right?
No.
The Code Red is what Zelina Vega does.
Right.
It's the Amazing Red basically started it.
I had to look at it. I feel like they all look very similar. But anyway, like
the Code Red, they land on their back. With the Canadian Destroyer, they land on the top of their head like a power driver.
Gotcha. But man, it was. I enjoyed the match because Cena's, since he came back, was just wrestling like piss poor and then just whack you with a belt and that's it. And I get it, he's heel, but I feel like he doesn't even try. So this, I feel like he wanted to go out and put on a show. Cody's always going to be Cody, going to be good. They had good spots. For the entertainment of it was good. As far as who Cody winning, that did shock me. I'm going to save the thing at the end. Let's just talk about this match and then let's all get into that part. So yeah, I thought the match was good. You know what? I was cool with Cody even winning because now I'm like, where does John go? Now we might actually get story, right? So it was what we haven't had at all with John's run, but he only got like what 8 appearances. So
yeah.
So anyway, go ahead, Energy.
But as far as the story, I do like what they did on SmackDown, where Cena basically came out. We were doing this for Shocking TV, and we were supposed to do this, but these people, they're not with me anymore. Where's The Rock? Where's Travis Scott? Whatever. I don't want to do this. I don't want to destroy wrestling. I love wrestling, you guys. Like, this is BS. Like, I'm John Cena, damn it. But I love what they did there. This is the right time if they're going to shift that momentum to shift it. This match, like you said, is probably one of Cena's best matches. I don't think I've ever seen him work better. And I did fall asleep right after he stole Jalen Bruns's crutch and then threw the stairs at Cody. But I was like you. I fell asleep and I woke up and they were playing Cody's music and he was holding the belt. And funny story we'll get into. Right. I'm laying here. I'm like, damn, I got to get up for work now. Do I want to get up? I want to lay here. And then like the music hit for that next thing. And I was like, I'm wide awake. Let's go. What's going on? But yeah, this match, I had to watch it back. And the visual of Cena coming up through the elevator, holding him for the FU, I thought that was a pretty good visual too. It was probably one of my favorite Cena matches. And I'm not a Cena fan at all.
Yeah, I'm not a Cena fan, but it's probably was his best match in at least 10 or 12 years. I don't know about ever, but a while. You know, he put it on for this match. I thought it was good. I don't like what happened on Friday. I think it was just too abrupt and not really whatever. But after the match, though, I'm like, you know what? He might as well. He's actually better as a wrestler, as a face, than he is as a heel. So kind of made sense. I think he wanted to put it all on. I missed the angle of him passing the torch to Cody. And I felt like that's why I picked Cena. And I felt like this was like the passing the torch moment that happened. There was like too many if it was a regular match and it wasn't Cena last run, like it was like 20 AAs in a match. Like that's like a lot for one person to kick out of. When he used to have like one AA and beat him. But I feel like that's like the passing of the torch part for Cody, right? He's kicking out of like 20 AAs. Right? But no, I liked how it ended. I liked they used everything because it was a no-holds-barred match. I like the spot where he came up from under the ring. Cody should have won. Cody can have different opponents moving forward, which we'll get into. And Cena's opponent probably already know who's going to be. So,
Sandy?
I like the match. I mean, like everybody was saying, I feel like John Cena finally came out there and did a good job wrestling. I didn't see Cody win like everybody else. I thought Cena was going to win this one. So I like that Cody won because I'm not a big Cena fan. So I feel like, oh, that's cool. Let Cody win. It was a good match. It was entertaining.
Hundreds?
I liked it. It was a good match. For me, this was the match of the weekend, partially because of how long it went. And I love the way that they were able to give the guys a little short break right there where they went under the stage and then came back out up. I love that part. This is probably the best match we've seen out of Cena since he came back. I am glad Cody won it because Cody versus Cena, Cody really is the future of WWE between the two. But I was really hoping to see Ron Killings take that belt off of Cena. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, you're listening to your husband too much.
see, I'm the only one. I keep telling you.
Look, I am a huge R-Truth fan, okay? That man deserves better.
Anyway.
So, let me say this. What I didn't get into was Friday. I don't know why I felt like because it happened on Friday, we already talked about it. Real quick, dude, I was going crazy because I said that Cena got to turn face before he leaves. Now, somebody said he's not turning face. Which one of y'all was that?
It had to be Energy because I always said he was going to face Gunther at the end.
Oh, was it Energy that said he ain't turning face? I was like, dude.
No, I was saying I hope he didn't turn face. I was saying that I hoped it was R-Truth to take it off of him.
All right. Anyways, so yeah, I went crazy when he came out and said all that, and I said it too. Cody's gonna be the one that'll turn him face. Now it wasn't the way I thought he would turn face, but still in all, it made sense. And then I guess I have to come back to you because one thing you guys said that I want to bring up, but let's just go into
2 minutes.
What happened at the end. Now I'm mad because they lied to me, man. So the whole what's his name? Demetrius Johnson going out talking about, oh, Brock Lesnar gonna be gone. Here, let me just minimize this. Brock Lesnar is never coming back to wrestling because he's really in trouble. And then, I was like, but he never said what was he in trouble for. And like nobody brought up what. And so that was another, like, I feel like they threw that out there to just try to get people. And so after they lied to me about Seth being injured, like this, I wasn't even shocked when this happened. I was like, you know what, WWE? Okay, I see what you get. I see what y'all doing now. Y'all trying to get people. But because it's just recently, all of a sudden, Brock is in trouble, and that was so out of nowhere.
To run it down really quick, Brock's name was mentioned in that whole lawsuit thing, but he was never brought to court as a defendant. He's never been like accused of anything. So it's kind of like he was mentioned in one of the things Vince was kind of planning to do with her.
Yeah, but not even that. The Demetrius Johnson thing happened like 2 weeks ago.
Well, Demetrius Johnson's UFC. He's a former UFC fighter. He's not even with TKO anymore. He's off.
Yeah, I know, but he brought it up, and Daniel Cormier and then was talking about it. I listened to the video. They never said. So again, if they threw out that Brock is in trouble, he's never come back to wrestling. They're not in wrestling, but they put that out there, and no one said why. And I
But
feel
no,
like
Brock has never been in trouble. He was never accused of anything. He's never had a day in court. So, and even Triple H said about a year ago, we'll bring Brock back when the time is right. When Brock feels like coming back.
in the case, he was implicated in the case. Like
He was mentioned, and people kind of ran with that mention. And
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, but this has nothing to do with that because Demetrius didn't say the case at all. He never mentioned the case. He just said,
like, 1 minute, gentlemen, 1 minute.
So actually, it's 2 seconds.
Brock coming back was good. You know, I'm always like, when is his music gonna hit? When is he gonna come back? I'm glad he's back. If you talk about Cena leaving, the people he got to have a match with, I say no more. But go ahead, Energy.
Yeah, that. Apparently, Triple H hinted after the show that Cena did give them a list of names, and he kind of hinted that Brock is back because Cena wants to fight him again before he retires. So, I mean, it for all intents and purposes, we're going off with the information we have. It's Cena's call.
Now, I think Brock back for more than that. I think Brock will keep going after Cena leaves.
I think he will too. But
I think they'll finally get that Brock Gunther match that was planned for 2 years ago.
I'm happy to see him back because it shakes things up.
Yeah, I didn't mind Brock. I like Brock. I think Brock's been a great wrestler for years. I always like Brock. I don't have a problem with Brock coming back at all. It was a shocking moment, you know, and we'll see what. Definitely, we'll probably get Brock, Cena, probably in Perth, maybe.
And Raw is starting now, guys. Just so y'all know.
Yeah. So, we'll see.
Okay. Sandy?
I'm not the biggest Brock Lesnar fan, but it's cool to see him come back. It was a cool little like twist to have him come and stuff like that. But I guess we'll just see where it goes.
Yeah. What about you, Huntress?
You got anything to say about Brock coming back?
I want to see Jacob versus Lesnar.
You did say that in chat. I think Lesnar will beat the dog piss out of him.
I think it would be entertaining.
I have to agree. I think Lesnar will beat up.
Jacob is not there yet.
That match might be what Jacob needs to get the basically the going to keep on going no matter what. You can beat his ass, but he's going to keep on coming at you.
Oh yeah,
that would be the story to tell during that match.
All right, well look, guys, man, we did it. Thank you guys all for last week and this week. Good stuff. I appreciate it.
Alice says hi, by the way.
What's up, Alice?
Cake I made for Daddy.
And man, I appreciate that you guys, you know, both mentioning we should do a show because I definitely wouldn't have did either one of the shows if it wasn't for you guys. So I appreciate it. You know?
Oh yeah. Final tally. Cowboy, you got eight predictions right. Mike, you got 7. I only got 4. I pulled the TPG award for this one for not getting shit right. Sandy got 8 and Huntress got 7. So Mike and Huntress tied with 7. Cowboy and Sandy got the most with 8.
This is what we do. Oh, what about night 2 though?
Night 2, Cowboy. The only thing you got wrong was Cena. You had 5. Mike had 4. I had 3. Sandy had 4. Huntress had 3.
That's what I do.
So we were all pretty in tune with
real wrestling fan. I don't do what Energy do and get into his emotions, and I don't do what Mike do and just don't watch wrestling.
Hey, look, half of this card I was fantasy booking. Damn it!
I missed one. I was off by 1. I watched wrestling, bro.
Now you do because of me.
Anyway, all right, we'll watch Raw on that note.
All right. See you guys later, man.
All right.
Let's get up out of here. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. We'll be keeping it real with Cowboy. Make sure you guys stick in for that. And then
and I'll be back Wednesday to stomp your ass again, Cowboy.
Whatever, man. So Wednesday you'll see me and Energy, and we'll be doing We Wrestle Wednesdays. Oh, and tomorrow night I'm going to I got a new game, Prince of Persia. So I'll do my first impressions on that. And with that being said, see you guys in the next one. Man.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
And now, your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon!